I think the first time, I don't know what happened with the sound actually last week. It just like I had no explanation as to why it wasn't working, and then the one after that, I changed from OBS to Streamlabs OBS, so slightly different settings, and it was like bringing in the audio twice. It was bringing in the audio from my headphones and bringing in the audio from I don't know what, like pretty much twice, bringing in the audio from my headphones twice, and then I had the resolution wrong, so like it's all messed up. But then I was messing around with it, and I got it fixed now. So, not that anyone watches the live streams, but anyway, if they did, they would notice that it's fixed.
Yeah, I watched some of them.
Yeah, I know some people watch them. Still waiting for a couple of players, so I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys. We can start now, and you guys can use them as meat shields, or
I'm always agreeable to meat shields.
Or we can just use them for meat shields and start now. We will get started. Just so
I'd say 9:05. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, waiting a couple more minutes wouldn't bother me at all.
I'm just gonna go over the recap and then, well, we'll leave you guys to it. So, recap of last session. You guys find yourselves underneath Vanthampur Villa. You've travelled here to find out, well, multiple reasons why you've travelled here. You've travelled here to find out what is going on with the Vanthampurs. Are they involved in funding the cultists of the Dead 3? Well, you pretty much already know that they are. We missed last session on the live stream, but you'd found the two oldest Vanthampur sons in the manor. Well, you'd found Thirstwell in the manor, and Amric you'd taken as a prisoner, and you'd found this strange puzzle box on Thirstwell, the sickly older brother.
Seb.
Sorry? Hello? What was that?
Maybe I did.
I don't think you can hear me. He's having some audio issues. Can you hear me now, Ed?
I can now. There we
Okay. So you've investigated the villa. You've learned that the Duke Thalamra, the lady of House Vanthampur, has got an underground dungeon in which she's lairing in, and apparently the High Overseer of Elturel has also been captured by the Vanthampurs. Ray Mantlemorn, the Hell Rider from Elturel, has joined you all to try and rescue the High Overseer, while you're continuing to carry out Captain Zodge's orders and pretty much put an end to the Vanthampur name, stop them funding the Cultists of the Dead 3, and try and bring a bit more civility to the streets of Baldur's Gate, although the streets have always lacked a bit of civility. As you guys went to head down into the dungeon, you'd all heard this strange voice. Well, no, just Ray had heard this strange voice, and you all collapsed. When you awoke, you found the sky to be blotted out by a 400-foot diameter black orb hovering above the city of Baldur's Gate, and there were screams nearby. Ray Mantlemorn quickly rushed to try and help those people in need, as it literally sounded like someone was being murdered nearby. And you guys also were chased after her to join her, and you'd found more cultists of the Dead 3 just murdering people on the streets, shooting them from the rooftops and beating them on the streets with bloody maces. You guys put a stop to those cultists and had no real explanation as to what this massive orb floating above the city is, but Rhea told you she saw the exact same phenomenon happen at Elturel, and you guys believe that it is very possible that Baldur's Gate is going to be wished away, dragged into whatever hell it is now. You quickly rush back to the villa. You've taken a quick rest, and you've headed into the stables. You've used Thalamra's golden key to open the golden padlock that leads down into a dungeon, and you've entered this very cramped, 5-foot wide 8-foot high arched ceilinged passage. It's completely pitch black down here. And you shouldn't be healing Psyqua unless you've got some ability, but you haven't taken a long rest since last session. Or did you use some sort of healing on yourself?
I didn't mean to hit that button.
Okay, because I just saw a little green thing come up. Alright, looks like everyone's here now as well. Okay, so above Zygon up here, there is just a rusty looking iron ladder leading up to the trapdoor in the stable house. To the south, the tunnel wraps around to the east, where there is a 5-foot wide alcove ending at a flat stone wall.
Sorry, this is where we came in, or is this we came in up here?
Above Zygon, there is a rusty iron ladder leading up to the stable, and to the south down here there is a 5-foot wide alcove ending in a smooth stone wall. The ladder is 15 feet high as well, and yeah, the ladder looks worn. It's kind of damp, and down here, despite you being like underground, there's actually like a bit of a pleasant aroma. It really smells quite sort of clean down here. There's a slight sort of lavendery scent.
I'm gonna take 2 seconds. Give myself clean because I'm hurt. Well, that sucked, but okay. Every little bit helps.
That takes 6 seconds.
Not for a bonus action.
Okay.
Is that like a
down here?
Is that like a short rest ability?
That's
Raven?
gain it back after a short rest.
Okay. Yeah, everyone should have just taken a short rest.
Oh, we did a short rest.
You did a short rest, but you haven't had a long rest since that other battle that you've done. So I don't know how many charges you got left of that, but
I've got 3 left after that one. Then I get for each level. And
Oh, did we short rest before we went down
Yeah.
here?
I'm gonna do.
did you?
Dice.
I thought you did. Or maybe you guys didn't.
We were talking about it, but I don't know if we ever
Actually,
did.
scrolling up, I don't see you guys have burned any hit die, so I guess not.
Yeah, we were talking about heading here to the place to take a short rest when we got sidetracked running out into the street battle.
I think so, yeah.
We're gonna take a
Something like
rest
that.
in the stable before we went down.
It's okay. Well,
But hey,
maybe
we're
it's
here,
not
and you
okay.
guys all look okay.
It's not too late if you guys want to have taken a short rest first, then go for it.
Okay.
I think that'd be
So
good.
Seb,
I'm not
Um,
saying that there's a large dungeon crawl coming up, but just in case there was,
There's a lot of
Yeah.
you may want
I
to be
did want-
fresh.
so I know before the campaign we talked about me using some of the UA paladin stuff.
Yeah.
So I did want to mention that just because I was going to use Channel Divinity to get a spell slot back.
Okay.
So my Channel Divinity does refresh on a short rest. So I wanted to double check with you if that was cool.
Yeah. That's good.
Okay, cool. All right, so I get a first level spell slot back.
Give me
Right,
a
but we
smite.
did get just a reminder because I haven't used this thing. We did get the long rest when we were knocked unconscious or wherever at that point.
Yeah, when you guys
Yep.
passed out after Rhea
Right before
heard
that
this
big fight.
hidden lord,
Yeah.
you'd
Gotcha.
you'd rested, you'd woken up, you'd gone to fight the cultists out on the streets, and now you've returned to the villa, taken a short rest, and now you've headed down into the dungeon where you're expecting to find the Duke and the High Overseer of El Terrell. So Bargle's up ahead to the front here, and it's very, very narrow. It's an arched ceiling, 8 feet high. The tunnel's 5 feet wide. It's all made of sort of smooth stone. It's not completely flat. It's kind of a bit wavy, but yeah, it's all been sort of rendered smooth, and just a dead end up ahead.
Take a quick look, see if I can see anything. secret door, any sign of passage, something like that.
Yeah, you can make a perception check.
Nothing.
Yeah, you take a look, Vargle, and what you see is a dead end.
You keep
Dead end. Let's go back.
And yeah,
I'm
it
not
is.
saying that you didn't look good enough, but if you could let me sneak spy, I'll take looks.
as you look around, you keep moving your hand away from the door handle. It keeps hitting.
And oh yeah, there are no light sources down here as well. Someone was asking before. It's pitch black.
Who needed? Who couldn't see in the dark? Was it Seika?
I can see.
Rhea can't, so she's lighting a torch because she's human.
Oh yeah. I'll throw like a light spell on her, like
On her eyeball.
I know longsword would work. She holds it out. Thank you, and
Hope
she
doesn't
holds
get
it
dizzy
forward.
watching all the shadows.
She holds it forward and use it like a torch. Alright, Nico, you take a look around. I mean, it's very dark here. You're looking in black and white and in low light, and you're having trouble seeing just even a few feet ahead of yourself.
Oh, I thought she just lit it up.
She lit her yeah, she's got light on, but you're looking over here, so
Oh, okay. Alright. No, I just don't see nothing either.
it's just a smooth.
Maybe back's
Dead end
closest
wall.
to the. Maybe back's closest to the things or something up there. Maybe you guys could look up there.
You could always just like light a torch or something and look a bit closer.
I can come up here. I can see normally in darkness.
Okay.
None of the shades of grey crap.
Alright, Raven, take a look, make a perception check. You're finding it to be very, very bizarre that like this trapdoor leads down to nothing. And when you take a look, Raven, you can see this very, very thin line around the sort of flat arched wall, and it does very much look like there is a secret door here. And you can actually hear some quiet chanting from beyond.
Right, guys, there's chanting from beyond, and there's a door here. Are you ready? Go get him, Bargle.
Right, where's the door?
Right over there.
I'll try to go ahead as well. Get like, if you want to switch spaces.
Actually, yeah, Zygon, you're better actually in the front. You have a better armor, and I can reach over you.
You want to do you're doing a reach over around, alright?
Speaking of reach rounds, I'll bring up from the rear, says Rhea.
Alright, that's fair.
Okay, you cast Armor of Hagathis on yourself,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, that's my racial, so I click back this.
icy armor just snaps onto you. It's like a very faint, dull blue glow permeating from you, a little wisp of frost here and there. Alright, so you look at this wall, Bargle. It's just a flat stone wall. Raven says that there's a door there. What do you do?
Try to push it.
Yeah, open the door.
Alright, when you push it, it actually is hinged, and the entire wall swings away from you to your right. And the wall seems incredibly light. You can hear some more ritualistic chanting. It gets quite louder as you open the secret door, and you see some sort of prayer going on in this room. Do you step out, or do you just stay in the tunnel?
I don't see anything. I'm not sure if you moved it. I'm still in black.
Oh, I hate it when it does that. How about now?
Nope.
What about now?
Negative.
I've 100% moved. Okay, no, I haven't. I added some. It's like black dynamic lighting, so I couldn't see it. There we
you
go.
Oh,
I've done that before.
All right.
I've done that before too.
Does that
It's
change
a bunch
your...
of friendly people.
So yeah, there are. You see four robed cultists. They are
I'm
just
sure
wearing
they-
some sort of dull tan robes. They're kneeling and they're chanting in the middle of the room. Their faces are hidden behind these golden devil masks, and you also notice they seem to be praying to the south of the room. A 7-foot tall statue of an angel and the angel's eyes are glowing white. She wields a longsword, and she's standing atop a dais to the south. There are some wrought iron candlesticks lighting the chamber, and you notice that there are about 9 candles in each one. And there are tapestries depicting a variety of different hellish landscapes adorning the walls. And standing next to this statue of the angel is this 8-foot tall, spindly looking devil. It's got spines jutting out from its back. It almost looks like a cactus. And it has these 2 little beady orange glowing eyes. It seems to be also sort of rejoicing in prayer with these cultists. And as you open the door, the chanting, it doesn't actually cease. They are chanting in Infernal.
Oh, what are they saying?
Our Lord Zariel, save us. We wish for redemption. We will tribute to you whatever it is you may ask. Spare us during this dark time. We are your faithful and humble servants. And the devil, he immediately looks over at you all.
Kill him, Bargle.
He sort of sneers at Bargle. Looks like this. And he speaks in common. When he speaks, his voice enters your mind telepathically, Bargle, and you don't actually, no one else actually hears this. Who are you? What is the meaning for this intrusion?
Bargo will think, are you in my head?
Yes, I am. I'm in your head, in your mind. Do not lie to me. I can read your thoughts.
Bargo's like, oh, he's in my head, guys.
Oh.
Who's in what's heads? What's going on up there?
Sorry, Ed, do you mind going on push to talk, please? It's like some constant noisy thingy going on. Thank you.
Just that.
Thanks.
Sounds tasty though.
Oh, what's he saying? Also, is it echoing? Since
No, it's telepathic.
It's telepathic.
Telepathetic.
telepathic?
Answer! Why are you
That's
here?
where we are. Oh, but why are we here?
Why are we here? Hey guys, why are we here?
Apparently to kill devils.
To stops the Baldur's Gate from being pulled in or blown up or whatever happens to Elturel. And also to get rid of the cultists that are here.
The 4 cultists stand up, and from underneath their ill-fitting robes, each one draws out a shiny curved blade. And
There goes that surprise round.
Odious points at you, Bargle, and orders them in Infernal. Kill them! Kill them all! Destroy the intruders! And you guys are all squeezed up here. So keep in mind, you can't move through corners of walls, and it's difficult terrain to move through other creatures.
Get the humanoid.
It's like you're up first. I know I said it wrong,
Well,
even though you wrote it there hyphenetically.
there is not really. Yeah, there's not really anything I can do, so I will hold my action and I will firebolt if I see anything come within range.
Okay, I mean, you look down the tunnel and you only see your allies bunched up
Can
in
you
this
move
tunnel.
if you hold an action too?
You can ready a dash action to move instead.
But I can't ready an action to like walk around the corner once the way's clear and shoot the first enemy I see type thing? Or
No.
Oh, okay.
You can only ready an action, so
Okay.
it has to be an action.
That's what I would do. I ready a dash action.
Okay, because yeah, you're looking at this tunnel and you can't imagine any of these cultists are going to get down here.
Once both Sparkle and Zygon are out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah, she's just gonna run all over me.
Well, you're not 5 feet wide. You're like a foot wide or whatever. You can
10. Holy crap! There's a lot of them.
hold up. It's still Sequa's turn.
Oh, because it says Raven's turn is done. Oh, I didn't even get a turn. Oh.
It's Sequa's turn.
That means you're last.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, okay.
This scimitar wielding cultist runs at you, Bargle, and he just says in common as he sort of looks up to the roof, "For the 9!" And he slashes at you, whoosh, hitting you for 4 damage.
So 1.
Yeah, your armor. You interpose your armor and it absorbs most of the blow. Alright, this cultist steps back and from underneath his robe draws a light crossbow. He holds it in 2 hands, steps towards the back of the wall and takes a shot at you, Bargle. And he just hits, like, he's way off. He hits like a wall, like 5 feet away from you.
Wait, the one that slashed me stepped back?
He hasn't moved. Is he in this square on your screen?
No.
Where is he?
He's 10 feet to my east.
Oh. Well. He's supposed to be in that square. Do you see him?
Oh, okay. Yes, now I see him in that square.
Yeah, no, I see.
That's weird. Okay. Things are messing up for some reason. Alright, this devil that has, as he's pointing, like commanding the cultists to kill you guys, his hand erupts in fire. And then he holds it up like he's cupping something, and a big ember erupts even more intensely, and he just tosses at you, Bargle, and it hits. It slams into you for 9 fire damage. He then quickly summons up another orb of fire and throws that at you too. But it misses you, just expelling on the wall. Zygon.
Okay, so I'm going to move 10 feet to get into Bargle's square. And then I am going to use replace my attack with a shove action.
Okay.
So I have to like push the dude back.
Alright,
Okay.
you step forward and you just knock him back. It's quite easy to push, and he just seems like a commoner. You push him back and he just stumbles back into the room.
Alright, then that's 15, 20 feet of movement. And since I've already used my action, that's my turn.
Alright, there is a candlestick right there where you're standing, Zygon. So I'd say you'll probably be squeezing in that space.
Then I'll move here.
Okay. Because it's pretty much smack bang in the middle of that area. It's quite a tall 9 candlestick candelabra. Alright, this cultist, he's going to charge you, Zygon, coming in with a scimitar. And he misses. Nico.
Sure, there's a lot of people in front of me. 10, 20, 25. Oh. Alright, I guess I'll call forth a puppy. Let's see, it's 10 feet explodes and it comes into... Yeah, so I guess I'll drop it. How tall is this statue? Can I put it up on top of the statue?
The statue is so this the ceiling in this room is 10 feet high, and the statue is about 8 feet tall. It almost reaches the roof.
So no. I'll just drop it in the middle then.
I mean, it can easily fly around in any of those 4 squares. It wouldn't be able to fit like in between the head and the ceiling, but
Well, these guys. So this will hit these. The 10 feet is out 2 blocks, or is it?
yep, 10 feet. That's
So it hit those 3 cultists.
yep, and
Okay.
also Odious.
I
Alright,
don't expect it to do much to Odious.
So
But,
there's an explosion of fire as Flame Puppy appears.
It's 6 damage, and it's DC 13. I should add the DC. in
Alright,
there.
all cultists fail, and this explosion just singes them. They hold up their arms, and they're all knocked back, quite badly scorched and burned. And Odious also makes a dexterity save, and he's able to just step back and completely dodge out of the way.
Okay, and then I'll use my bonus action to have Puppy Flame Seed the cultist up there. So get the character sheet open, and
That's a direct hit. The fire seed slams into the cultist and knocks him off of his feet, and he slams back down onto the ground. His mask sort of falls off his face, and it's just like a scorched male human underneath the robe and all the disguise.
okay, and then I'll heal the puppy. I'll move over to Purish. So I might be able to need to see him. There we go. All right, that's it for me.
Alright, end of turn. Alright, this cultist is dead. Rhea is going to dash. She just draws her longsword, shing, unsheaths it, and she runs forward. As she does, one of the cultists slash at her and miss her. She just hits the cultist's sword away, and she steps forward and she starts calling out to the devil, "Foul creature! We are here to avenge Elturel. Where is Thavius? Where is the High Overseer?" And the devil just chuckles. As you move there, Sequa, you can use your reaction now.
Okay, 10, 20, 30. I think I'll just stay right here.
Okay. Alright, Boggle, you come in swinging at that cultist, and that hits. You just rip the great axe straight through him. Just disembowels him, cutting through his robes, and he collapses into a pile on the ground.
15, 20. Wait, is there enough room in this? Is that a tapestry, or is there enough room where I'm squeezing?
Yeah, there are tapestry. They're just tapestries hanging on the walls. These ones. So 9
Okay,
tapestries
I'll stay
are on the walls, and then there are these candlesticks and the statue, and that's all. Everything in the room. Raven.
Alrighty. 10, 20, 5, 30. Yeah, I think I'll shoot the cultist. He looks less dangerous. The other guy might hold a grudge.
Which cultist? Okay. Alright, you fire an Eldritch Blast forward. The beam hits him and knocks him back onto the ground, dead.
Sweet.
Sequa.
I will do a firebolt at this cultist.
That's a direct hit. He screams as a firebolt hits him. And he sort of, his arms catch on fire and he starts flailing them around like mad. Odious just chuckles. Brave knight! Your city belongs to our queen now. Let me take you there. And it sort of jumps side to side. It's got this very sort of elongated, thin, wiry body, and it's a little bit elusive the way it steps. And then it just comes in for a rapid barrage of attacks. It's going to use its tail first. It spins around, whipping this sharp tail at Rhea, and just slashes her. Her face is kinked to the side as blood patters onto the ground. Before she gets a chance to turn back around, Odious brings these two sort of underarm claw uppercuts towards her, and she shields herself from the first one, but another claw rips through her torso. And then the devil is going to step here and end its turn. Zygon.
Alright, let's just go ahead and swing at this cultist. Try to finish it up. What?
That hits, and you knock him up the side of the head, and it sort of cracks his mask, and blood runs down his head as he hits the ground hard and dead.
Alright, and then 5, 15, 20.
Nico.
Okay. 10, 15. This is difficult trying to get through these things?
Yeah.
15, 25, 30. Okay. Then I'm going to hit him with the Ray of Frost.
That's a crit. An icy shard sticks him straight in the leg. It sort of hits him, and then the ice dissipates. It doesn't actually penetrate his flesh, and he's just left with a bit of ice encasing his leg, slowing him down, but he does resist the attack.
Okay. And then I will... Now for Good Boy to do the help action, he needs to be next to him, right?
Yeah, you gotta be within 5 feet.
Alright, so Puppy will come up here and use the help action.
He starts growling and tugging at the devil's legs. Alright, Ray is going to two-hand her longsword and come in slashing. And Odious just catches her arm with ease and just chuckles in her face, taunting her. Bargle.
5, 10, going after Odious.
Alright. You hit. Alright, when your Great Axe hits the devil, same thing happens. It does resist the damage. That Great Axe kind of bounces off of it and bruises it. You still hit it pretty hard though. It knocks it back a step or two. Raven.
All right. I'll step back a little bit, and Sacred Flame him.
Alright, you drop down a little holy fire from above. The Barb Devil has advantage. And he just lets his natural resilience just sort of shake off that spell. Sequa.
Just step right here. And chill touch.
That is a direct hit.
Oh my goodness.
The skeletal hand shoots forward from your own hand and grabs the devil by the throat and starts to choke it. And it just, its eyes light up with this fire. I'm not sure if it actually likes being choked or what. But it doesn't hurt it that bad. couple of spines do just sort of fall out onto the ground. All right. It retorts to you, Bargle. It doesn't like you hitting it so hard with the axe, so it does a bit of a spin. It jumps and spins around, and its tail comes in at you. It
Ooh.
hits. Right, you're hit for 3 piercing damage, as some of those barbs just hit your armor instead. And as it's doing that spin, its claw is coming in at Rhea. And she gets slashed, and it continues around with that same slashing motion towards Zygon. And Zygon, it misses you. Ray is looking a little bit beat up. And yeah, the devil's going to stay there. It doesn't try to move. That ice around its leg just turns into steam and evaporates. Zygon.
So quick, before he does his things, when I do the help action, I think I have to pick an ally to help. So since Bargle wasn't there, I would have picked Zygon.
Help action on an enemy is like, there's 2 ways to do the help out action. You can help one of your allies to do something, like an ability check, but the help action in combat, it's different. You do it on an enemy, so you're pretty much distracting the enemy.
Okay, so it's any ally that makes the attack on that?
You do it on an enemy, and then the next attack.
Okay,
on
it's
that
the
enemy.
next attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's what it's doing. It's sort of getting up in the creature's face and distracting.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see that it had as the next enemy. I thought it said like your ally, so I thought you picked an ally. Okay.
You should be hitting him. Hit him hard.
All right. So I have advantage. You said. Is that true?
No.
Or-
It was. It would have been Bargle then.
Rhea
He
used
rolled
it.
double 13. Or Rhea.
Okay.
Double
Yeah.
13.
Okay.
She was like, good thing I had advantage as she attacked.
All right. Use that. I'm going to go ahead and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to hit. Silvered flail. Pow. Oh, that's a miss.
That is a miss.
Shame
but,
I didn't have.
You do notice that it sort of puts the devil on its toes, and it notices like the silver and hisses at you. Nico.
Okay. I'll with the thorn whip and miss him, and then I'll have Corgi help again.
Okay. Odious starts to sort of like it bites onto Odysseus' leg again. He starts to shake his leg around and like yelling at it infernal. Get off me, you little mutt! Alright, Rhea is going to come in and take advantage of that advantage and miss. It just like face palms Rhea out of the way. She gets pushed back and then digs her greaves back into the flagstone floor and comes in again. That's it for her turn. Michael.
Shazam! Oh!
And that's a crit. Alright, this axe swing that you do, Bargle, I mean, it is enough to kill, like, if you had, like, 10 people lined up in a row, it would, like, kill 10 people. But, this devil is something different. You hit it as hard as you can, and, you whack it in the chest. Like, it's enough force to easily cleave something of this size in half. However, the axe still does not pierce its flesh. It bounces off, but the devil's eyes bulge and it gets like winded. It even sort of breathes out a bit of fire as it like curls over from that attack, and multiple bristles are just sort of fall out of it. It looks genuinely shocked that you hit it so hard.
Alright, actually, no, I have to action surge go again.
And that's another hit. Before it can recompose itself, you whack it again, and you knock a few more bristles out of it. And surprisingly, after all that, it's not even really looking hurt.
Alright, I'm gonna smack it. I hope.
That's a hit.
Ooh.
Alright, the Eldritch Blast works well. It slams into the
Push it
creature and it
back.
does sort of pierce its flesh open a little bit. Alright, you knock it back and it just slides back. Here. Sequa.
Okay, I will chill touch again.
That's another hit.
It's better hit.
The skeletal hand grabs onto its arm this time and starts to drain the life out of it. Right, Odious is going to leap back. He sort of hops and hops and hops and hops back here. And he's going to, he still looks a little bit sort of shaken from that attack that Bargle did. And he's going to summon an ember in his hand, throw it at Bargle. And it hits. The fire slams into you for 11 damage. And it's going to do that again. That one misses. It's backed up pretty much into the corner. Zyken.
Alright, where did he go? 15, yeah, 20 feet right here. Whack him and miss him.
He ducks, and as you swing that flail, Zygen, it sort of hits this tapestry on the wall, and this tapestry depicts this like hellish-looking like badlands. It looks, yeah, it's like some sort of barren landscape. Does not look nice. It's like a red sky. Alright, you attempt to whip him, Nico, and he's too quick, so it dances around that whip.
And he'll go help again.
Alright, the flame corgi's starting to annoy Odious. Rhea, well, it was annoying him the whole time. Rhea runs in, and she's going to grab the longsword, sort of try and impale the devil. And she hits. Her longsword doesn't really do much. It's like a small bruise. Bargle.
1, 2, 25.
And
Ouch.
you slip up. You try to swing that axe into the melee and try not to hit any of your allies. You end up just slamming into the ground instead. Use that opportunity to just rub some sweat off your brow. Take a breath. Raven.
Come on.
Alright, you take a shot there. And remind me, Raven, do you have Spell Sniper? I think you do, right?
Oh, sorry, it's muted. Yes, I do have spell sniper.
Okay, so you're ignoring any sort of cover. You line up a very clean shot, and that Eldritch Blast is a direct hit straight in the middle of its chest.
15, 20, 25. Done.
Sakwa.
Chill touch.
Alright, another chill touch. Another hit. The skeletal hand just slaps the devil across the face this time, leaving this like black handprint. Sort of looks
Don't
like the
worry,
symbol of
guys.
Bane.
You keep him busy. We'll take care of him.
Okay.
Too bad I can't learn a magic weapon spell.
Alright, it's gonna employ some more melee attacks. It's gonna use its tail on the flame corgi. You little mutt! But it's too quick and it just dances out of the way, whizzing around. It's gonna slash at Rhea and then slash at Bargle.
Ooh!
Alright, it just stabs these sharp, elongated nails, one into Rhea's side, and it seems to get great pleasure out of watching the blood drip down her armor and rolling over its hand. And then it reaches its other claw out and just grabs you by the neck, Bargle, and squeezes as hard as it can. Blood starts to pour out of your neck, and you take 7 piercing damage. And actually, your neck armor protects you. So You take 4.
Oh, so 4.
You've got that lucky piece of neck armor on that you always wear around your neck.
My gorget.
Gorget.
Yeah, your protege protects you. Alright, Zygon.
Alright, keep swinging. Eventually, someday, but that day is not.
Odious looks at you. What are you got against that tapestry? You've just shredded it.
So never had this. If I like thorn whip him there and pull him towards me, does that like do anything to Rhea, or is it just kind of like goes whips faster?
Yeah, because remember these are 5-foot squares, so you're taking up like the tiniest little section of that square. Well, not the tiniest section, but that's a miss. Doesn't really matter if you never hit anyway.
Corky's helping. Go for it.
Okay. Corky keeps on tugging at the devil's leg. Ray is gonna try and slash it across the neck, and she hits it. Quite a hefty bruise. The devil's starting to look a little bit injured. You can see these thin little rivers of fiendish ichor appearing here and there, and a little tuft of smoke here and there wafting out of the creature. Sparkle.
Shazam.
That's a hit.
Captain Marvel.
Alright, it jumps back and absorbs most of that with momentum and takes a small injury. Raven.
Alrighty. And the pitch is up, and he misses.
Yeah, that's a miss. Sequel.
Oh, I'll do my normal. I missed 2 this time.
Yeah, that is a miss. Alright, Odious is going to use its tail at Bargle. It's going to spin around the other way this time, counterclockwise. The tail rips against you for 8 piercing damage. A claw will come in at Rhea, and a claw will come in at Flame Corgi. And both miss. What's Flame Corgi's AC? 13.
Just looking at 13. Yeah.
Alright, yeah, he ducks underneath the attack. Narrowly missing. Zygon.
Someday. Whee! Oh!
Alright, that hits it. And
How about today?
the skull flail, it's a skull flail, right, that one? Or do you? Yeah. It just leaves this sort of skull print on the side of the devil's flesh, and the smoke hisses upwards. Like it burns it and screams. Nico.
Okay. Somebody once told me eventually you hit a thorn whip if you keep casting it.
That does indeed hit.
Yay!
Alright, you
I
wrap
think
around
Qui-Gon told you that.
You wrap the thorn whip around its waist and drag it forward. All the barbs pierce its flesh.
And then Puppy'll take a help.
Okay.
I thought the Romans told you not to share.
Ray is going to attack again. And it's a crit. She swings the longsword around and riposts the devil, hitting it like straight across the chest, slashing its flesh this time. More of this red smoke starts to hiss and escape from the devil. Sparkle.
Alright, 5, 15.
That's a hit. Right, you hit the devil, and a bit more smoke starts to escape it. Its flesh is getting punctured left, right, and center now. Raven.
Okay. 5, 10. And shoot.
That's a hit.
Woohoo.
Alright, you line it up and aim straight for its chest. You fire that beam, and upon impact, the devil, it just explodes. It completely disappears into a cloud of sulfurous smoke, dissolves to this pool of ichor, leaving behind nothing more except a little stain on the ground.
Da 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 da. All right. Take a look at the. Is that Zariel?
That looks like an angel.
Well, wasn't she an angel?
Are its eyes still glowing?
You can make a religion check, Raven, see if a character knows who Zariel is.
My
His
celestial
eyes are
background.
glowing.
You said, what was it?
Religion check. 'Cause,
Religion, that's under R, right? Right.
you take a look at
Oh.
this angel, Raven, and you're not sure what exactly it's supposed to represent because it's an angel, but these are obviously some sort of devil worshippers. They did refer to Zariel, and Zygon, you take a closer look at it, it's definitely an angel, 100%. And her eyes are glowing. There is this sort of bright light coming out of the eye sockets. And this must be Zariel in her angelic form. The ruler of Avernus. Fallen angel.
Does that sword look like can be removed?
So I do know. So I did know that she was like she's a fallen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. You know a little bit about her history. I mean, the fact that the cultist mentions Zariel alludes to most of it. But, yeah. Sometimes angels can be a bit blinded as to what is really happening, and occasionally they will fall and be twisted towards evil ends. Zariel is one such angel, and you'd heard that she'd been sent to Avernus to fight in the Blood War. However, she took the liberty of trying to take charge and slay as many devils as she could. She ended up losing that fight, and she fell in and ended up becoming a victim, and sort of got twisted towards the evil ends, working for Asmodeus, and worked her way up to become actually the new ruler of Avernus. You know, that basic
Jeez, I
history.
guess. There's some lessons to be learned there for sure. It saddens me that the statue isn't centered, so I feel like can I push it like over, or is it moved at all? Is it like slide, or kind of look see if it can slide?
The statue must be quite heavy. It's about 8 foot tall, made of solid stone, and it is resting on a dais. You can make an athletics check, Nico, when you try to push it.
Sure.
Alright, you test it out to see if it can be moved, and it does seem like it could be toppled. It's actually like set into the dais. It would require a lot of strength, and you just don't have that strength.
Oh, I don't know if I want to go breaking their stuff.
Do you want me and Bargle to try?
I mean,
I
don't know.
Didn't work out last time for me.
Although the tapestries are like put in on either sides, but you know, so if I had the statues like this, I would put it nice centered across from the doors. But you know, sometimes people skew things over a couple feet just so that it for unexplicable reasons.
Yeah, it's like this room has an odd number of 5 foot squares. That's why it's not centered.
Yeah. If I was making a secret hideout, I'd make an even numbers of squares.
It doesn't look very symmetrical the way the statue's placed. That's quite apparent.
I don't like the way the eyes are glowing. I think we should
Yeah. So I tried to just push it a little bit, see if there's any give. I'll use a crowbar if necessary.
Yeah, use that to get advantage.
Crowbar won't help to topple a statue, but you
Okay.
can make an athletics check. Someone can help you.
Flame Corgi can help you.
Flame Corgi is the help expert. Actually, with
Yeah.
that health action as well, you're actually right there before Ender. I think I've just always home ruled it that it works that way, but if you want it to work the other way, then it can. You have to be within. You can aid a
They
friendly
have to make an
creature.
attack within 5 feet of the thing that the person
Yeah.
that's doing the help action is.
Yeah.
doing. Yeah.
So, yeah,
All right,
Either
Corgi.
you can do it like
Corgi,
that way.
you and me. You and me, Corgi. Let's go.
He's got it.
Pow.
All right, you start to topple it. It starts to rock side to side. You have to get a little bit of momentum built up, and Flame Corgi's flying up, or is Flame Corgi? How's Flame Corgi helping? Is he grabbing Zygon's waist?
He's like pushing on his back. Maybe he'll pull, and the other guy will push. That seems like more appropriate Corgi
Okay.
action, especially for a flying dog. I mean, that seems good. I'll get the top half. You get the bottom half.
I'm going to shoot it in the head and try to knock it over with the Eldritch Blast. Moving the head 10 feet.
All right, if you fire an Eldritch Blast at an object, it hits the object and disperses. It doesn't work on
Well, it makes me
objects.
feel better.
You can do that. Pretend that you're helping. You're shooting
it.
repeat beam. I mean, it hits the
Throwing
statue.
snowballs.
It hits the statue and disperses, so you actually see it hit. It just doesn't actually do anything.
Ah, see, I'm good.
They don't know that, Raven. So,
Yeah.
all right, Raven topples the statue single-handedly, and yeah, it topples straight over. You have to quickly dive out of the way because it's quite heavy, and it just smashes. The entire statue smashes onto the ground. The wings break.
Okay, let's go.
And some of like the arm breaks, and the head of the statue, it cracks straight open, and like a jagged section of the skull of this angel reveals this glowing light. It's sort of like a broken eggshell, and it's actually like a torch or something. There's coming from where the neck of the statue is. Looks like a torch head, but not like a fiery torch, like a magically glowing torch, like a light spell.
There's a
Fetch,
glowing gem or
Corgi,
something.
fetch.
Alright, he fetches. He goes and bites onto the light, and he pulls out from the cavity in the neck
Big gem. Big gem. Woo.
a glowing mace.
Oh. That's not a
It
gem.
was actually the head of a mace.
Oh, let me see that. Good boy. Who's a good boy? Here.
Man.
He
I
You
don't
break
know.
a statue,
your
you get
orders.
a mace. I break a statue, I get cursed.
I don't know much about weapons, but I mean, you guys can look at it and see if it's a good one. Maybe Zygon's. Or...
Yeah, maybe when we have a chance to take a rest.
Best and take a look at it.
I mean, glows and mates seems like they're probably pretty good, but
Yep.
you know, coming from the head of Angel Demon, I don't know.
I wonder if Freya can use that. Might do better than her sword. At least she'll be able to hit something. Yeah.
Well, either ways.
Perhaps this
Yeah.
angel is a blessing for us.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So looking behind the statue, it doesn't look like there's anything.
You can
Well,
make
we
a
did bust that
perception
up
check.
good, pretty good there.
The most notable feature about this room are these 9 tapestries that adorn the walls. Each one, it shows a different landscape, a hellish scene, and there is some infernal writing stitched into each and every one.
What does this say?
I'm gonna go around and take a look. Each one is different. Sure. Alright, you can start at this one here. And each one has a name and then a different landscape. Alright, the first tapestry is called Avernus. This is it's got the number 1 next to it. The first layer of the 9 hells. It's a rocky wasteland with rivers of blood and clouds of biting flies. You see fiery comets streaking through a darkened sky, creating a red glow, leaving fuming impact craters behind. There's empty battlefields littered with weapons and bones. The next one is number 2, Dis. Second layer of the 9 hells, a labyrinth of canyons wedged between sheer mountains rich with iron ore, with iron roads spanning and wending through the canyon, watched over by garrisons of iron fortresses perched atop jagged pinnacles. third level is not dat, it's who dat.
Dis and dat, I assume.
It's who dat. It's actually called Minoris. The third layer of the Nine Hells is a stench-ridden bog. It appears that there is acidic rain spilling down from layers of brown skies, thick layers of scum covering putrid surfaces, and yawning pits lying in wait beneath the murk to engulf careless wanderers, with cyclopean cities of stone rising up from the bog in the background. The fourth layer is Phlegethos, a fiery landscape whose seas of molten magma seem to brew hurricanes of hot wind, choking smoke and pyroclastic ash. And you can see fire-filled calderas of multiple volcanoes, with one gigantic volcano rising up to tower over them all. The fifth layer is Stygia, and it seems to be a freezing realm of ice from which within cold flames burn. There is a frozen sea surrounding this layer, gloomy skies crackling with lightning. The sixth layer is Malbolge, and it seems to be a seemingly endless slope, like the sides of an impossibly huge mountain. Little parts breaking off, creating avalanches of stone. The seventh layer is Maladomini. It's a ruin-covered wasteland, dead cities forming desolate urban landscapes. The eighth layer is Cania. It's an icy hellscape as well. There are ice storms that look like they could tear flesh from bone. There are cities embedded in the ice, and people living within these ice-embedded cities. And finally, there is Nessus, the ninth layer, a realm of dark pits whose walls are set with fortresses. And in the center of it all, there is a 13-foot tall devil. Do you see Elturel in any of those?
Don't think so.
I don't think these are made in real time.
No, I don't know, with like magic and sorcery stuff. Are there any other doors? Is
Yeah,
this the door?
there's a double set of doors, and there are many infernal runes all over these doors. And
Can anyone read Infernal?
I can.
I cans too.
it's an arched door. It's made of some sort of black metal, and the runes translate as follows: "That which falls can rise again."
Okay.
Take note of that,
Stand up
Zygon.
again.
See? We opening the doors, or?
Do you think this is a sign about
Well,
Elturel?
it's- Oh, I thought we were saying a sign. It's definitely a sign. It's written on the
Sure,
wall.
yeah.
I meant, like, a glimmer of hope. If Elturel has fallen, perhaps it can rise again. I am Rhea
Yep.
Mantlemorn, Hellrider of Elturel.
I
Really,
think
we
it.
didn't.
I think it's more referring to this lady.
I think it's like fortune cookies. You can take it however fits best.
What's a fortune cookie?
It's
Cookies,
things
fortune.
that fortuners give to you.
Oh,
All right. Well,
all right.
Looks
Anyone want
You can go ahead
to
and
check
open the
this
door.
for traps?
no, it's not trapped. Go ahead, open it.
I mean,
Just
I'll take
looking.
a peek at it.
Doesn't appear to have any traps.
All right, I'll open the door.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
A stronger scent of lavender wafts over you as you open the door, and you see a a 10-foot wide, 12-foot high, arched tunnel, and everything has a green glow about it. You see a thin stream of water just traveling around the ground, an inch or two deep, and it sort of heads off to the west. At first, it looks like green sewer water, but then you realize the green glow is actually coming from lanterns. There are little lanterns. They're filled with thick panes of green glass. They're hanging at regular intervals by a 1-foot long iron chain. They lightly illuminate this tunnel, and they cast the apparently clean water with the green glow. You see many doors leading off away from into different rooms, and yeah.
Oh, forgive me for like I just remember. What are the cultists wearing? Are they wearing like cultist robes and stuff?
They're just, yeah. It's not really a uniform. It's just like a. They are wearing the same thing. It doesn't have any markings or anything like that on them. But it's just like a tan-colored robe, and then they have these gold-colored masks. You pick one up, and you see one of them is being sort of slightly sundered from fighting, and they've actually just been painted gold, but they're made of wood.
Wonder if we should like grab these masks or something, pretend we're whatever. Hey. Okay. I'll keep moving, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and quickly like divine sense.
Okay.
See if there's.
All right. No undead or fiends within 60 feet. You think for a brief moment you detect the Strad von Zarovich, but no, you were wrong.
Yeah, no Strad. Okay. So what are these like
Doors.
Or are these just doors?
Yeah, large iron doors. They're made of riveted iron plates with iron handles.
All right. I guess open this door.
Okay. You pull the door open, and you see 4 cultists sitting around a wooden trestle table. They're eating. They each have a bowl and some spoons. And the closest one to you, he looks over his shoulder, and then he looks shocked, and he quickly stands up, and he's got a mouthful of food. He sort of spits it out. Intruders, grab your weapons! And all 4 cultists stand up, and they all draw some blades.
Damn, can't even
Do they
eat
use-
lunch without getting interrupted.
I know, eh?
Who are you?
It's like charcoal or paint.
Who are you, intruder? You're not meant to be here.
Oh, relax. We're just I'm just looking at like Nico and Bargo. What's the play? I'm just like sort of like, what's the play here? We're just gonna come.
Yeah, Bargle.
All right. Well,
Yeah, we're looking
Yeah.
for our robes. Have you found them?
yeah, we're new here. We're trying to forgive us. We're trying to blend in. We're new.
He looks at you, Zygon, clad in all your armor. He sees Bargle, and there's no way they're gonna buy that.
Did
So
you kill them yet?
they just chuckle. Ha ha! Very funny. So, any last words? Would you like to explain to us exactly who you are? The Watch? Flaming Fist?
Rhea, someone's asking who you are.
I'm Rhea Mantamon! How are you, And suddenly the two candlesticks move. They rock side to side. They're like candelabras all over the room. And you realize that there's more than what meets the eye. There are also 2 invisible imps just perched on these candelabras.
Transformers.
I thought that candelabras turned into robots.
Animated. They're mimics. Alright, Raven, you wanted to be back in this room still? Or did you want to move up?
Well, I thought we were heading into. Yeah, I'll go to here.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna roll it up. Alright.
I'm not lost.
Sequisa, you're up. fling a firebolt at the cultist, but it arcs straight past it and hits the far wall. Alright, Ray is going to move in, and she just pushes up to this fanatical cultist, and she's going to start slashing away. She actually hits him, and she cuts through his robes. A small injury. Hell Rider! I'm gonna ride you in hell! The imp says. And he flies on over and tries to sting Ray in the face. It hits. He becomes visible as his stinger tail just plucks into Ray's neck. She chokes. She resists the poison. And she's looking pretty badly hurt. This massive welt just boils up on her neck. And the imp continues to fly away, flapping near the doorway, just chuckling and taunting her. She swings with her longsword, and she hits the imp, sort of sending it flying over in a little bit of a mess. The imp recomposes itself. Bargle.
I guess we'll go on that side. Might go right. Alright. 10 cultists in front of me.
That is a mess. You sort of trip over the bench there a bit. He jumps back and he uses his bowl of mush that he's eating, his bowl of gruel, as a shield. Raven.
Alrighty. I'm gonna shoot him.
That's a hit. That knocks into the cultist, and that hits him really hard. You just hear a loud crack.
I'm gonna push him back into whatever that is.
It's a large candelabra. You knock him back and he gets all tangled up in it. Alright, this tiny little imp is gonna fly straight over here and tap Raven on the shoulder. Hey! Guess what? And tries to stick its stinger into your face. And it hits. Make a constitution save against poison.
Well, this is good.
You resist the poison, you take 12 points of damage.
Oh.
The imp sort of just drives that stinger into your back, and it chuckles some more. And then it continues to fly back down the tunnel a little bit.
Alrighty.
It will provoke an opportunity attack from you.
I don't have anything to attack it with.
Okay.
I think I'll save my reaction.
Alright, this cult fanatic, he's going to cast a spell. Sorry?
It was invisible when it flew past me, right?
Yeah, it was invisible until it attacked. Alright, this cultist, he starts tracing this 9-pointed star in the air very, very quickly with his dagger, and you can start to see like an actual glyph appear in the air, and then like a little dart of magic shoots out towards Rhea. It's a hold person. She resists the magic, and the cultist is going to stay there. Kill her! Kill the Hell Rider! Alright, this guy he sort of quickly takes one more bite of what he was eating, and then he stops. He takes 2 bites actually, and then he jumps over the table and runs at her with a full mouth. And misses.
How much take a bite of his food and then hit him?
Nico.
Yeah. I'm going to... wait, hold on. You... I knew I could do it. Okay.
Flamethrower
I'm
is
gonna
like
try-
tugging at your leg or something. You have to like bad push him back.
I'm gonna try to shove this guy actually, just to knock him back instead.
All right, you just pick him up and you knock him into the table. Is that where you wanted to put him, or into the other guy? All right, you knock him into the table, and it sort of knocks him over. He'll go prone as well, and I mean he's conveniently placed right next to his bowl of gruel, so while he's there, he'll take another bite.
Yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to drop a heal baby right onto Rhea.
Okay.
And I didn't give a good boy a thing, so he's dodging.
Alrighty. Magical energy starts to just fountain out from Hill Baby. And
Definitely hit the thing. I'll hit it again.
yeah, I think it's been a bit broken or something. Okay, the cult fanatic over here is going to try something a little bit different, and he's going to just yell at the other cultist. Now is not the time for food, you fool! We'll have all the food we want when we are rewarded in hell. And he's gonna run over and just try and grab Bargle, just reaching out, putting both hands on your shoulders with a touch attack. 2nd level. And that's gonna hurt.
Hey, got me.
Ouch.
There's this crackling purple lightning exploding from his hands as he grabs you, and he just channels you with negative energy. You sort of resist it quite well, Vargul, and you take 9 damage.
Wow. That could have been really so bad.
This cultist is going to slash at you with a scimitar. And he misses. Zygon.
Alright, I think we need to crowd control a little bit. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and channel divinity. Where is that? Yep. I'm going to go ahead and channel divinity, conquering. What do you call this? Conquering presence. I'm going to try to fear everybody.
Okay.
So all the bad guys.
All right. The cultists, as they see your holy symbol, they shun it. They turn their heads to the side as if it's like a vampire to the light. Ah! Zariel! We have given you everything! Grant us the power to face this relic! And they actually have advantage because they're dark devotion. Alright, these are for the 2 regular cultists. Alright. They're not devoted enough, obviously. They both become frightened. And then the next 2 will be for the cult fanatics. And they are devoted enough. They turn their heads back towards your holy symbol and face it. And then the imp makes a wisdom save, and he too resists the holy symbol.
Aw. Alright, then I will move up here.
There is another imp. Does that require sight?
Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't say that. It says creature of your choice within 30 feet.
If he can see.
Well, let me. That's like
It's your
short.
abridged version. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
I assume that he'd have to see them to choose them.
Yeah, mostly it's
Of your choice that you can see. Yeah.
There you go.
Alright, and don't forget Hill Baby's here. Hill Baby's waiting to... No, you don't need Hill Baby.
I don't need heal, baby, for now.
There's a heal, baby. Oh,
Hill Baby turns his back on you. C'est quoi?
I will do a chill touch on this imp. Got to speak before pinging.
That's a direct hit. The skeletal hand it grabs the imp and clings onto it, and smoke starts to sort of waft out from it. So it yells at you, "Ah! Me gonna get you for that!" Rhea just screams and is gonna slash the cult fanatic. And she hits.
She can have that 4 for the plus that I gave.
Oh yeah.
When I rolled this one.
Hill baby. It fills her with joy. She looks over at you, Nico. "Thank you, but I don't need the healing." And then slashes the cult fanatic.
But you'll take it anyway.
Yeah, I'll take it anyway. And then she moves aside. Hill baby just continues to just absolutely spew just so much rainbow energy on her because it knows that she doesn't like it, so it's gonna do it some more. Alright, the imp curses to Hill baby. "You little baby! Damn you! You know undo my hard work! Ah, you make baby, don't you?" And points at you, Nico. What do you say?
I do.
Me
You
gonna
did make
me gonna make baby with you! And then it flies over, comes in with its stinging tail. And
Hey,
Slow
now.
its tail. Look out!
I don't think that's how that works.
that's how it works! Shush!
He's getting.
I am a
getting some
tiefling,
tail.
so maybe that's how it works. I don't know.
And that's a direct hit. The stinging tail pierces into you. Make a constitution save against poison.
Alright, I got advantage on that from this.
Okay. Alright, you resist it, and you take 9 points of damage.
I think I'm resistant to the damage, the poison damage too.
Oh yes. If you have resistant to poison
I'll
damage.
make that, yeah, it's resistant
So,
to
6.
cold and poison.
6
So
damage.
6.
Ah!
And he takes 10. Is that a yeah, he takes 10
Yep.
from the
That hits your armor of Agathis, and suddenly he looks down at his tail, and it pretty much turns to ice, and it mostly shatters, and he's just left with this sort of like stumpy barb, and he screams. He does resist the cold damage. Ah! You broke my baby maker! And then he ends his turn there. Bargle.
Alright, cultist southeast of me.
That's a hit. You swing that great axe at him and cut him straight across his arm.
Okay.
Raven.
Alright. 10. 15. Oh crap. I can't go to that heal. Is that the heal baby?
Yeah.
it is. A lot of melee people needed it. But
Let's see here. Alright, you know what? I'll do that. I'll get the heal baby. Ooh. How much is that? D6? Oh, +4? Sweet. And I am going to... It's a good guy, bad guy, bad. Okay, it's only 2. Alright, I'm going to hit the...
he's like frightened and prone, so he's like
Oh,
he's having a bad day.
alright. Then I'll hit this guy. I still get disadvantage attack, right?
If it's a
With
ranged
myself
attack,
open?
then yeah.
Yeah.
It's crossbow expert is the one that allows you close quarters ranged attack.
Alright,
Wouldn't you have shot him before you moved to the heal, baby? Jeez.
yeah,
Yeah, you can do
that's
that.
okay.
You can say you shot him before then.
Alright. Alright.
'Cause I knew you were gonna miss anyway. So.
Yeah,
Doesn't
there you
matter.
go. Oh, damn it. Sorry guys, I couldn't move out.
Alright, the imp chases you, Raven, and just because the imp is tiny, so slips by you, Sequel, and chases you down. Raven just is after you. Get back here! And it's going to try and sting you.
Sorry.
And it hits. Make a con save against poison. You resist, and you take 7 points of damage. You can just feel this like sharp jitter of pain just work its way up your system. This cult fanatic is going to trace another smaller rune in the air, and this time this red fire is going to fall down on Rhea. Rhea steps back, tries to dodge the sacred flame. Right, she does, and as the cult fanatic has summoned that rune, he's actually doing like some components of another spell. A spiritual weapon appears behind Rhea, and she just ducks out of the way of that attack as well. Cult fanatic just yells, "Curse you! Curse that spiritual weapon template as well!" And then he ends his turn. Alright, is this frightened creature like, is it just frightened Zygon, or is it like frightened and he has to move away?
It's just frightened, so he can't move closer to me. And attacks and ability checks have disadvantage. And then end of his turn, he can re-roll his save.
Alright, he continues. He takes another bite of his cereal, and then he's slashing away without looking towards Rhea's face. And yeah, he's very blasé about it. He just keeps slashing away while eating.
He won't fit.
And then he just finally looks over his shoulder at you, sort of peering with one eye closed through his mask. Zygon, and then
You're not that scary.
Nico.
Alright, I'm just gonna try and boop the imp with my scimitar.
It looks like it's about to explode, that imp. And you hit it. There is a flash of smoke. The second the scimitar taps the imp, it vanishes, completely disappearing, and it splatters the wall with a bit of ichor.
I'll move through him, get the heal baby, and head over this way. Oh, that's not the heal baby heal, that's recasting it.
Kill babies here.
Is it? It's under Raven right now, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just saying, like, just.
Yeah,
'Cause you
so
can't see it.
this guy...
He used his
This guy can
reaction.
take a swing from-
Actually, no, he didn't use his reaction. Yeah, he will attack now. At disadvantage. Actually, you're squeezed, so a regular attack. And you just push Raven into him, and he misses.
That's the way to do it. And then I'll have Puppy can. Oh, there's an imp right there. In any case, Puppy's gonna take a shot at this dude up here.
Okay. And the imp just grabs the flame corky and just pulls its ears and directs the flame seed over to the wall. 7 is a miss.
Oh, it's this guy over. Oh,
Ranged attack.
yeah, range. Yeah, you're.
Alright, this cult fanatic is going to cast a spell on Bargle. Bargle, you see him trace a rune in the air, and then you feel some magical force sheath you. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Make it.
You're paralyzed from hold person.
Yeah, awesome spell.
He just smiles at you, and he takes this like opportunity to taunt you a little bit. Ha 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 ha. And do you have your flaming fist badge visible at all?
No.
Okay. He just sort of smirks at you. Whatever organization you have come from, we will find out, and we'll send them your head. Huh. Not that they'll be
We
alive on
serve
this
the
world
flag.
much longer. What's that?
We serve the fist.
I thought as much. He does move over here. This cultist, he attacks Bargle at the fanatic's command. Advantage and disadvantage. Slashes with a scimitar. And he hits. Automatic critical. You hit for 4 slashing damage, Bargle. Your armor protects you. And then he makes a wisdom save at the end of his turn. It's going to end there. And 12. I think he's still frightened.
Yep, he's still frightened.
Okay, that's his turn done. Zygon.
What is this guy concentrating on? Or is he concentrating on anything?
He's
No.
concentrating on the spiritual weapon.
Spirit weapon.
No, that's not
Okay.
concentration. It's
Oh.
because for some reason their tokens are linked. So just ignore it.
Okay.
He's not concentrating.
Okay. 5. Opportunity attack.
The fanatic is going to just try and poke you with this dagger.
Oh,
And he
hit.
does.
Yeah,
He
hits.
drives it into you for 4 piercing damage as you move away.
Ow. Okay. Then move 2 steps. Break his.
Yeah,
He
Straight,
can
isn't he?
do a thing as well.
He tries not to look at you, and he just tries to like coat hang you with the scimitar, just like poking it out without looking, but misses you.
Right. Then I'm going to go ahead and bonus action cast Wrathful.
Alright.
And then swing.
And that is a direct hit. Oh, you've got the damage there already. Cool. Okay, so your flail is charged with extra energy, and it's like he hears like some sort of divine chant in his head as you whack him, and he just screams, "Ah!" and collapses onto the ground dead.
Okay, so that was 5, 10, 15, 20. So he's no longer paralyzed, right?
Right.
And
Yep, spell's broken.
Bargle isn't. Yep. Apparently, death breaks concentration. Who knew? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then 30 to move back here. Okay, that's
Rhea sort of yells, "Must we kill them all?
Yep.
Surely they don't all deserve death."
They're worshiping.
I'm going to
devils.
ask that. Hey, cultists, do you guys think you deserve death?
We have been saved, they say.
It's a yes.
We don't have time to stay in.
They worship
West End
devils.
and all.
Sorry. They die.
That's not a crime.
Devil stole your city.
That is a crime.
Kill them. If we kill enough
Yeah.
of them, we can use the blood to float the city back up.
She still doesn't agree with
Shocking.
just killing
Yeah.
them.
Surrender, and we won't kill you.
She's the sort of I don't need a reward sort of person. She's one of those sort of paladins.
Oh, one of those paladins.
That's a
Take
hit.
Kill him.
You have no reaction, and you have no reaction. And everybody has
Yeah.
no reaction.
You grab the imp by the tail and just discharge this wicked blue lightning up the imp. It doesn't quite destroy it, but the imp is smoking. Ray is going to attack the prone cultist. And she misses.
I think she had advantage.
She's going to end her turn there.
Doesn't want to take a brief trip over to the hill, baby.
Oh yeah, she'll do
I'm
that.
back up.
Even though she doesn't really need
She
it.
doesn't need it.
I give her a little. Yes.
She just quickly like shifts her foot to the side to get it so no one sees. Like, really quickly. But the Hill Baby makes sure it like really spews out like a lot of rainbow energy so everyone sees it. Hey Bargle, you had a brief lapse there where you were paralyzed, but you're fine again.
Alright. It was at the end of the turn, so I still lose my turn, correct? Or
No, you got unparalyzed.
When he died.
Alright,
Yeah.
well then, I'm going to disengage! Oh no, he has reaction,
No,
I can
no
do that.
reaction.
Okay, so
Yeah.
10.
There are
15.
no reactions anywhere.
I'll take the heal, baby.
I gotta make my phone.
Why are all you people stepping on my toe? Get out!
And cultist to my left.
That hits him. He tries to like bring up his arms to block the axe, and you just slash into them. Blood flicks down on the tables, and so shaking in pain. Raven.
Oh, heal
Some
baby!
Hill Baby.
There's no. I'm getting close to death. There's no rainbow-y stuff.
Should be a little bit. You need to zoom in, maybe.
So,
How's
reaction.
this?
I go here, and I'm going to shoot this guy.
That hits him. Right, you line up the perfect shot. It slams into his back, and he just coughs out a heap of blood on the ground. His mask is knocked off of his face, and he just looks like a
him
young
over
man
either
in his
here
early
or here.
20s. You can push him
Surrender.
over there.
All right, I'll push him over there.
All right, you yell out to him to surrender, but this guy is far too devoted. Never! Surrender is death.
I look at Ray and shrug.
No, I think death is death.
I will be saved upon death, but not if I give up my devotion. You don't know anything.
I don't think devils are into saving.
So we think we're doing these guys a favors by sending them to hells and all.
Yeah, so really, you should be thanking us because we're just
sending
sending
them
you to hell early.
You stop talking, boy! Me sting you! Stings you, Nico.
Oh,
And he hits.
he takes 10.
Alright, it completely shatters him. But he sort of just chuckles. And then little icy shards explode everywhere.
So I have advantage on the con.
Good thing.
So yeah, you resist taking 2 poison and 7 piercing. 9 damage.
4 from my shield left, and the armor goes down.
Yeah. Alright, the cult fanatic sends over the spiritual weapon to attack Bargle. And it hits. It just looks like a scowling devil face.
Which cult guy did the spiritual weapon?
It slams into you for 2 force damage.
Did he do a con save when I hit him with my Eldritch Blast?
Spiritual weapon is a concentration spell.
Oh, that's right. Damn it.
And he's then going
we gotta
to empower his hands with necrotic energy and just yell, like, sneer at you, Bargle. Just die, damn it! And he's going to charge a 2nd level inflict wounds up at you. And he misses. This time you just sort of push him back, and crackling lightning expels in the air. And then he's actually going to make a run for it. I must be saved! And he provokes from Bargle and Nico. He tries to run down the hallway. Bargle, you miss. A little bit too slow. And you too, Nico. And he just starts running. And he's like yelling, "We're under attack!" Screaming down the halls. This guy tries to yell out as well, but he's still got a mouthful of food. So he's like, and he finally gets up, and he's going to follow suit. But he's going to go this way. He's going to slash at you, Raven. And he misses. He moves over and opens up a door set in the western wall. Another iron door. Rhea is going to attack. And
Good
she
job,
hits him. She whacks him over the head with the pommel of the longsword and knocks him to the ground unconscious.
Nice.
Nico.
Watch out for that guy, bud.
You run after this guy, stepping into the water. It's quite a pleasant
Good
aroma
dog.
in this hallway.
Is it enough water that I think it'd be resistant to flame damage?
Oh
is it
no,
just
it's like an inch, if that. It's nothing, just a pleasant stream, and that hits. You chase him, lob a firebolt
do that
after him.
before, and then I'll do that.
Tag team of Hill Baby, and poof, you shoot him down, and he hits the ground. His singed corpse falls down.
So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, I guess we'll chill out here.
The frightened cultist just tries to avoid Zygon. And he's going to crawl away from you, sort of climbing underneath the table and provoking from you. And then he sort of
I wanted
scampers.
to move the baby up to here with my bonus action. That's why my dog didn't have.
Okay,
Like,
you can.
I dragged it and dropped it, but I forgot I don't have control of him. So I just want him in the same spiritual weapon.
Okay, sure. Alright, you whack him, Zygon, and yeah, it like forces him to the ground. He's still alive though, and he just sort of bumps into Flame Corgi. And he's just gonna look up at Flame Corgi and swing at disadvantage. And he hits Flame Corgi for 5 damage. And then he ends his turn there, prone. He's trying to cut his way free. Zygon.
I don't think he's gonna be able to do
All right.
He's still
5, 10, 15. So heal baby for what?
This guy is
20.
prone, by the way. I forgot to put the icon, but yeah, he tried to crawl. Like, he's trying to crawl out of here, like thinking no one's gonna
Okay.
see him.
So I just passed through the heal baby, right?
Yep.
To get some heals, and then
I'll make a Hill Baby macro, a token action, so like everyone can click it in the future.
okay.
Sweet.
Okay. Do I roll or does Nico roll?
I mean, it doesn't really matter. Whoever wants to.
Okay. So that's 20, 25 attack with advantage. Wow.
And you hit him. You whack him once more, and just force him to the ground dead. And that's it. Rhea still just sort of tries to sort of stop you. Wait! He doesn't need to die! And you just whoosh.
Oh, sorry. What was that?
Virgo,
Sweet.
take a step
Yep.
and
I
use
get
it up.
Yeah, I mean, I can, what do I got? I got 3. So I'll do 2 on Bargle and 1 on Rhea.
It's only inside combat that the rules have changed. Outside of combat, no, sorry, it's only outside of combat the rules have changed. So when combat ends, you can still heal a number of times equal to twice. So you can still heal 6 times with it.
Oh, 6 times. Alright, so
Yeah.
I'll do, I'll do
Do 4 on Bargle.
1, 2, 3 on Bargle. Go from there. I'm gonna take 1 myself just because I'm greedy like that. And then
I'll take 1.
Okay.
1 on Raven and
Alright.
1 on Rhea. Oh, I went the wrong way. And then Heal Baby waves goodbye-bye. And then poofs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117
I'm just going to test this macro. Hill baby attack!
It slaps you.
Okay, alright, I'll make that macro and then should be good there. Okay, so if you click your tokens, you'll see the Hill Baby macro appear in the top left hand corner of your screen in future.
Cool.
And
I
apparently
like that Hill Baby.
it is a good Hill Baby.
I know,
3 max rolls in a row. I had to check to see if it wasn't broken.
666. That's the devil in you.
Very appropriate for this
Number
campaign.
of the beast.
Hill Baby's eyes glow red before it disappears. Rawr! And then vanishes.
Carry on my wayward son. Here we go.
Alright, guys, heal up a bit and
Ooh, I make some food. Grab some food.
Well, I think they made quite the commotion out there, so we should probably be on our guards in case that someone heard him screaming.
Alright, do you want to check out in the hall to see if anyone's coming, Nico?
Yeah, sneakily peek around the edge there.
Alright, you go and check outside, and they're very, very long tunnels, and everything's made from solid stone, all the walls and whatnot. You don't feel like sound will travel that far, and yeah, there is no commotion around anywhere.
Alright, so I guess I was wrong.
Doesn't look like anyone's coming, or anyone at least heard those cries for help. So, alright. This room here, it's obviously a dining room. Just 2 wooden trestle tables with benches standing in the middle of the room. It's very brightly illuminated by these 6 tall wrought iron candlesticks spaced along the walls. Each candlestick is 6 feet high. It has 9 lit candles atop it. Other than that, there's just a couple of flagons on the table, a couple of bowls, some spoons, cutlery. They were just having some food. This room that you're in, Raven, did you want to check it out? Or?
Oh, sorry, the kitchen, yeah.
Yeah, these are separate rooms, so I'll describe each room. This one, yeah, it's the kitchen. It's where you'd prepare meals. It's actually quite hot in here. There is this very brightly burning brick oven set into the north wall, and yeah, it's actually stifling. There's a wooden table with some loaves of bread knife, and there are shelves lined with plates and mugs and pots, other bits of cooking utensils, and there are jars of ingredients and spices, but there's nothing much more to it. It's just a kitchen.
I'm gonna grab a loaf of bread and
Alright, you were surprised about how fresh the bread is. It's a very soft baguette.
bake today.
Yep,
Yum.
baked today.
It's devil bread.
There you
The
go.
devils. Do they have any like
a
angel's food
baguette.
cake?
They're-
Maybe some deviled eggs.
Get off my toes!
Devil's food cake.
Alright, guys, let's go.
Yes.
They just have baguettes, just lots and lots of baguettes, okay?
I guess nobody else is coming.
Wait,
Francis.
is this a door over here?
No, it's just, you can investigate it, Boggle. Make an investigation check. It's just an unfinished tunnel or something. It looks like it's marked to be hewn outwards, but yeah, it looks like this place is fairly newly constructed, actually.
Did anybody rob the bodies? I mean, check to see if they had any clues on them.
So that was awkward when we walked in here like that. Maybe we do want to put on the robes or something so we don't have to like get into fights with everyone we see.
Sure.
Freya looks
Sure
at
that
you,
make-
Nico. That's all you care about? We've just killed 4 people. Sure, they
Well,
attacked us,
I-
but that doesn't mean they deserve a death penalty.
That's why I didn't want to have to attack any others peoples. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Though I wouldn't expect anything less from Baldurians. But I know you're not. The same as the other Flaming Fist. I don't see a need for unnecessary violence.
I agree with you, but in my opinions, this was necessary violence.
Yeah, this was a little. This seemed like necessary violence, just
Look at
because.
He's a young man. Maybe he was misguided. You heard. You saw what's on the door. What has fallen could rise again. We could be able to convince them to change their ways.
Yes.
That's why we're hiding.
I want to do that after, so we don't befall the same fates as Elturels and all. Like, once we knows that we're not going into apocalypse modes, then we can worry about their souls.
Oh, I have some manacles. She leans down. My name is Rhea Mountainmorn. I'm a Hell Rider from Elturel. I'm placing you under arrest, she says to the unconscious dude, and manacles him to the table.
Good job.
Good job.
We'll do that in the future.
She nods.
I got one manacles too, so.
Well, I have trained as a Hell Rider. I learnt this in Helm's Shield Hall. That's where I underwent my training. A fully fledged Hell Rider.
I was trained on to be a druids, but I left before I could even do anything, and my training's not so good.
Well, I still. There is more training to be done, but I must get back to Elturel.
No, we just gonna go find your friends first. You know, the highs ups and whatnots.
Yes.
Yes.
High Overseer.
So we should look see where they would be storing prisoners and such. Maybe they have like prisons or broom closets of sorts. Something with locks.
Your comment is very incorrect, Nico. Perhaps we could do some education lessons after this all blows over. They have great tutors in Elturel. I'm not sure what sort of education system they have in Baldur's Gate, but I can imagine Elturel's is far more advanced.
Let's brainwash them.
So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and while they're talking, I'm going to go ahead and grab like the robes and mask of this guy and just like start trying to put him on. I'm sure it's not a great fit considering I'm wearing like bulky armor, but
yeah, if you're wearing heavy armor, you won't be able to wear robes over them effectively.
okay, I'll just have the mask on, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you could look like some sort of like cult boss. Yeah. So
I'm a cult boss.
Alright, so if you're wearing one of these disguises, you'll have advantage on deception checks if you want to try and fool some of these cult members. You're not going to like automatically pass for one though, but you will need to put some sort of effort into that charade.
That's fine. Alright. So I have my culty mask, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, I just randomly went this way just because the imps was going the other ways, which means that there's probably less peoples this ways.
Alright. Once everybody's ready, I'm just gonna open this.
All right, you go ahead and open the door.
Right. The iron
unfortunately,
handle...
the cultist went into shock when she tied him up there.
Did you finish him off?
Yep.
Okay.
Seems he's infected by something that just sloughed his skin off or something.
Rhea looks over. Did you hear that bell? I could have sworn there was some.
Nope.
Must be lunchtime somewhere.
Yeah, it was probably the lunch bell.
Speaking of lunch bell, yes, Nico, I'll take you to the school in Elturel. It will be. We'll get you out of the city. Don't worry. I'll save you.
Isn't like Elturel's like Saul's destroyed and whatnots?
We're going to save it. What has fallen can rise again, Nico. That's why we're here.
Once it's refallen and risins again, then definitely we can go get some educations and
It's like making bread.
Risen, Nico. The word is risen.
Rises. Yep.
Alright, this door handle is ice cold, Zygon. And it's a bit of a cool breeze coming from this room. You open up the door, and it's actually quite frigid inside. You can see some bit of frost lining the walls. The ceiling's actually quite high, 12 feet high, and you notice it is a meat cellar. There are some animal carcasses hanging from hooks on the walls, and just some piles of pork chops in the corners, just like sitting on the ground. And then there is like a wooden chopping board and a meat cleaver, a bucket of gore, and a cut of meat just on this wooden chopping board. Yeah. Cold stories for me.
Cool.
Key.
We tie some pork chops around Bargle's face to get the dog to play with them.
Right, I'll close the door.
Yeah, I'm not that ugly.
Oh yeah, it was freezing in there. You close the door.
He's a good boy. He'd play with anybody.
I see a tunnel
do we
leading
go
off to
now?
the north.
Yeah, I'll just... No. It's a dead end.
Yeah, it is a dead end. You can see a large section of this tunnel has been collapsed.
Okay.
And you very much feel like you're walking through a sewer. However, it doesn't stink like a sewer. And someone's gone to some great effort to actually make this somewhat pleasing. You can even see the remnants of some like wooden bridges that would pass over across the water, but looks like walls have been built here and whatnot, and they're sort of out of place.
What is this?
It's a ledge.
Hello, ledge.
Yeah,
Alright,
it's just,
and this is
it's
a door?
just like a smooth stone trench cut into the wall, and it's 4 feet wide, 3 feet high, and yeah, just a ledge. It looks like maybe a sewer pipe had run through there once upon a time. DLC. It's got a big DM's Guild stamp on it. Alright, there is some dry flagstones here, and they lead up to another one of these iron doors.
Alright, we're ready? Alright, open the door.
You open it up, and it looks like a cellar. There are 4 stone pillars bracing the ceiling. The ceiling's 10 feet high. It's vaulted. It's very dry in here. And the walls to the north are lined with about a dozen barrels. Some of them are sort of set up on wooden braces. They're all sitting upright. And some of them actually have some brass spigots tapped into the top of them. And to the south there's a small storage area with stacks of wooden crates. And there's also in the middle of the room another stack of wooden crates. There's another iron door set into the west wall and a staircase leading up to the south. Now this map is reversed, so west is east and east is map. But judging from the layout of what you've seen, this staircase should be like somewhere near the villa.
Then go check out the stairs.
Okay. Alright, it ends at a door.
Okay.
Heavy set door with a golden lock shaped in the shape of a scowling devil's visage.
I can try to open it.
It's actually locked.
Hey, who's got a key for that door?
You've got the key. Well, I don't know if you personally have it, but you guys have the key.
Right.
It's got to be.
Thank you.
The
It's
gold
got to
key.
be this one. Yeah, golden lock.
Alright.
It unlocks.
So I used the key.
And yeah, the steps lead up 15 feet and then turn to the south. And when you open that door, you find yourself faced with 6
Oh, crap.
humanoid mannequins. They're just some armor stands. Wooden armor
Okay.
stands. And then there's another door. It looks like you're inside a little barracks. You want to go further in?
Yeah, let's go ahead and go.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beam us up.
Alright. You guys can all go and check it out, see where this leads. And let me get everyone's tokens.
Have we went up more than 15
Oh.
feet here?
Yeah,
should
you
we
go
back
up
We're in the
on
house.
just
surface
15 feet. So here you guys are. These are
Oh!
the mannequins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know
Seeing
you
the
guys are
others.
not there.
What? Wait a minute.
There's 2 of you. So I usually get rid of the other
Okay.
tokens, but I forgot.
Okay, so it's just mannequins, basically.
And there's no door in here?
Yeah, there's another door, and it just leads into the barracks.
Oh, we were here. How do we not see this door?
We never went into the
I'm
barracks.
not sure because I made it a very big standing out door. You may not have gone inside. You see,
I don't think we
Yeah,
ever
I
went
don't think
into
we-
the
no.
barracks.
Yeah, I remember standing like
There's
right
lots
here
of places
this
in the
ma-
house we didn't check, I think.
Well,
I think you guys
We got
end up
downstairs
doing
anyway.
quite a thorough check. Yeah, so you just see like a stone floor and a number of made beds with footlockers tucked underneath each one.
Oh, we didn't find that magic shield she stole
There
from
is a
Billy.
couple of dead guards that you guys had pushed into the barracks as well, just still laying there on the ground.
All right.
all right.
All right,
Back
well,
up.
go back down.
Back down you go. Alright. We'll take
I'm
a
trying to
bio
think
break
where
now.
the barracks was. On
Okay.
the whole thing.
It was like it's reversed, so the barracks east is west and west is east downstairs. But anyway, it matches
Barracks
up if you
was-
reverse the map. Barracks is
Well,
in
the
the middle.
barracks was, right next to the kitchen, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh,
Yeah,
so that
that's
my
right.
whole little map that I'm making here, I gotta like flip upside down.
Pretty much, yeah. If you want it to be connected to the villa grounds and underneath the villa,
I gotcha.
you'll
I
have
gotcha.
to flip it. I'll see you guys back soon. Take a 10-minute break. How's everyone doing?
Good.
Doing wonderful.
Alright, you guys go and check upstairs. You see another way down to this dungeon. It appears that the barracks are also connected to below, but still behind one of these special locked doors. So you head back down here. There is a door off to your left. It's another one of these iron doors made from riveted iron plates, iron handles. The hinges seem to be particularly well oiled as well. They pretty much make no sound when you open them. This particular room is not lit as well. Only the tunnels seem to have oil lanterns hanging from their curved ceilings.
Well, then I'll open it up.
It's a storage room. And you can see some old supplies. It looks like some old plates and whatnot on one shelf. And on another, there are some fine bottles of wine proudly displayed. And then there are a heap of crates in the middle of the room as well.
Well, there's no Hell Riders in here, it looks like. Are the crates big enough to put people in?
They're quite large. I mean, someone could fit in one curled up.
Alright, I'll knock and say, hello, is any Hell Riders in there? And all the crates.
Alright, no Hell Riders inside. But the crates are just, they have some holes in the sides of them, Nico. And suddenly all the lids burst off of the crates. And 4 spine devils. They burst forth and attack.
Well, that was unexpected.
Are you back, Raven? I'm not sure if he's back yet. Well, I'm going to keep him where he is for now. So, little spinely devils, purple flesh, or pinkish purplish flesh. You've fought them before. Heap of spines jutting out of their back. They have wings, they fly, they carry pitchforks in their hands, and yeah, they just they come through the top of the crates. The lids weren't nailed down or anything. The lids just come straight off, and the spine devils, they clamber out, and each one sort of perches on top of the crates.
I didn't know you could get Amazon Prime Spine Devils.
It's actually same day delivery if you're a Vanthampur.
This just proves Amazon is evil.
Okay, as this thing it comes out of the crate, it's going to leap back using 5 feet of movement. And it's going to flick tail spines at you, Nico. And you'll know that these ones burst on impact. They miss and they just explode midair. A little trail of smoke wafts over you. It's going to flick those tails again. Tail spines at you. And those ones crash into, exploding. It sticks into, then explodes. A total of 9 points of damage. Resistant to fire. So yeah, 6 points of damage.
And their AoE does puppies underneath me.
Yeah, he can be above you or whatever. And the spine, it's not an AoE. The spine devil then jumps back and it perches itself on top of these barrels in the corner of the room. They're quite quick as well. They sort of leap. A couple of flap of their wings and they're quite far away. Alright, this one, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to leap into this corner. And a couple of tail spines are coming your way, Nico. The first lot sticks into you. You look down, it's a little spine. It explodes. You take 5 damage. More come towards you. Another one sticks into you. It too explodes, and you take another 7 damage. this one is going to, as it bursts out, it's going to just like come in at you face first and try and bite you. It misses as it sort of ends up biting the crate lid. It's going to then bring out this pitchfork, try and stab it into you. That misses you. And then with flyby, it makes an agile escape. Does not provoke opportunity attacks when it flies out of an enemy's reach. It's going to make for the door. Furiously beating its wings, it makes its way to the tunnel.
Does that only not provoke from me or not provoke from anybody?
From anyone's reach. It's not like a it's like a free disengage. Flyby. Same one that owls have. Alright, Seika. Shakira.
I like that mispronunciation. I will chill touch.
That's a hit.
Oh my goodness.
It misses the devil and grabs like one of its spines and just rips a spine out, or cause it to like just sort of melt away. Waggle.
Oh. 10. T. Difficult terrain?
Yeah, it's difficult terrain still.
Alright, so that'll be 30.
And that hits. Right, you whack the axe into the side of the devil and it just shifts it over to the side. It does resist the damage. Right, Rhea is going to sort of yell to you, Seikwa. Stand back! And she'll interpose herself, draw her heavy crossbow and shoot at the devil. And completely miss. Raven. Are you back, Raven? Hello? I don't think he's back yet. I'm just gonna have him come to the corner and do an Eldritch Blast. Just might be a bit tough if you don't have him doing something. He'll just shoot the closest devil. And no, he won't. Spine Devil is going to snap its maw at Bargle. And it misses. It will slash the pitchfork at Nico. And it slashes you with all 3 points of the pitchfork for 6 piercing. And it leaps up and starts to fly away, and it flies into that wine cellar room, the wine storage, and it perches up on this cupboard. And they've all spread out in different directions. Nico.
Woohoo, wine.
No fun. Right, I'll thorn the spiky thing. Or
Which
not.
one?
The one up here in the corner.
Okay. That is a
I'm-
miss.
Then Puppy's gonna head over to give a help to Bargle.
Okay. Zygon.
All right. None of the things have taken damage, huh?
No, not have. Well, a couple of them. Yeah, they've been hit a little bit. The one, yeah,
Okay.
that way and that way, but not these ones.
Alright, I'll try to help Flame Corgi out. Let's go, Corgi. And huzzah.
Alright, you don't actually get Corgi's help because he's only going to help Bargle. But you still hit anyway, and the silver just sears into the spine devil's flesh. You hear a loud hiss, and smoke escapes the creature. And the spine devil's quite comfortable in the corner and starts lobbing spikes at you, Zygon, flicking its tail. They just explode over your armor. Alright, this one is going to fly by. It's going to not provoke, and it's going to fly around over here. As it does that, it's going to flick tail spines. Back here, it's going to flick tail spines at the flame corky. And he's hit. Is he like immune to fire damage?
I think he is. He
I'd
is a
imagine
fire
he would
Pokemon
be.
type. Yes.
Yeah. Makes sense. So he's hit for 3 piercing. And is going to do some tail spines at Zygon. And it finds a gap in your armor, and it's a direct hit. You take 8 piercing damage and 10 fire. It just erupts, and the fire just explodes underneath your armor, scorching you badly.
Ow.
And the spine devil continues moving. It's going to fly up in your face, Nico, and end its turn there. So I don't think it can give the help action now, because it's not within 5 feet. I think that's how it works. The spine devil's going to shoot Rhea twice. And one tail spine hits her. She screams as she's knocked back. Her whole arm is horribly burnt. And Rhea's not looking too good. Spine devil then chuckles. And he flies out of view to the south tunnel. Seika.
Well, Rhea seems to think she can do everything on her own. I'll let her chase that one down. She'll touch on this one.
That's a crit.
Hey, I didn't roll 2 once.
It sticks into the spine devil, clings to it, and multiple spines start to get shedded off of the creature, and it's almost dead. It screams in agony, and it's like the necrotic damage just riddles the spine devil. Bargle.
Let's go finish this one off.
That's a hit. And you whack the spine devil, it hits the wall. There's a flash of smoke, and then a sizzle melts down to a puddle with pretty much nothing left of it.
Cool. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay, Rhea knows when to retreat, and that's what she does. She backs up, sort of limping around the corner here. And she's actually going to retreat and dodge. Raven.
Alright. I'm gonna thorn whip this one.
So you begged someone. Came back.
Yeah, didn't you get rid of it, Raven?
No, I decided to keep
Okay.
it anyway.
30 foot. I think you're a little bit too far there.
60.
Oh yeah, 60.
Spell sniper.
Okay. Alright, you
Aw,
grab it
Rhea came back in.
and you drag it closer.
Yep.
Alright. You
I
dislodge a
think
spine
it
from it.
drags it closer anyway.
Alright, the one in the corner pokes his head outside. And it's gonna shoot tail spines at Seika. A spine sticks into you and explodes. You take 10 points of damage. The second tail spines are going to be at Nico. They hit. And they explode for 5 damage. Spine Devil then it leaps back, flying backwards back into the room. Nico.
going to
Drop a baby.
bonus action. Drop a heal baby here. No, we can do it here.
That hill baby comes out.
Click on it. If I do the actual one, it should come out this thing. Yeah. Okay. And then that's 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. And then I will action. I will try to thorn whip the spine devil.
That hits him. Alright, you lash him with the thorn whip and you just reel him in. The thorns pierce his flesh and this sort of slick purple ichor drips out from the wound. Zyken.
Right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 30. Up. Sorry. And then whack the spine devil.
As the spine devil's been reeled in, you come in and Nico yanks it at the wrong time and you just wildly miss.
Alright.
Spine devil doesn't like you getting so close to it. It retorts with a fork attack. And it misses.
Block it with a spoon.
Spoon does beat fork, so that makes sense. And it just snaps at you. And that also misses. And then it's
Also block with a spoon.
It hates spoons, it's his weakness. And then it's going to fly by and fly out to the tunnel. Fly around the corner. As that one flies out, another one appears around the corner. It sees Seikwa there. Seikwa, you got half cover from the door frame. It's going to start shooting tail spines at you.
Hey.
They hit. And they erupt over you for 6 damage. And here comes the second ones. That's another hit. That spine explodes and the force of it knocks you to the ground. Spine Neville then flies back around the corner, chuckling. Good one. They just speak in Infernal to each other. Seika, make a death saving throw.
Wow.
Okay. You
You've been critting a lot.
you
today.
stand up on 1 hit point, Seika. Get straight
So-
up.
Tis but a flesh.
I'm
Is
gonna
that
say
it?
if you get a nat 20 as well, you just stand up. It doesn't cost you any movement either. You just like,
You never went down the first place.
you never even went down.
Is that the end of my turn?
It's at the start, so you get your
Start.
yeah, you get your full turn. That's what's so good about it.
Okay, I'll come here. I want to do a chill touch at that one.
Alright, you chase the devil down, but the skeletal hand is just gonna plank the wall there. Bargle.
Alright. see. Heal baby.
He must have his button right over that, ready to click.
And I'll hold action to attack if he comes into range.
Okay. I think you actually moved a little bit too far there, Bargle. It's 30 feet, right?
What did I?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was 5, 10.
You'll stop on hill, baby, unless you dash.
Oh. That was my. I didn't want to stop on it, so I'll dash.
Okay. Alright, Rhea is gonna look around. And she reluctantly steps into the hill, baby.
Don't take healing on our account.
I can roll my own hill, baby, thank you very much. But you beat her to it. You beat her to it.
Okay, fine, sure, so you do it.
Thank you, Nico. She places her hand. She's actually a little bit sort of patronizing when she says that. But she is going to draw her heavy crossbow and take aim. If one of them comes into a line of sight, she's going to shoot. Raven.
5, 10. 30. Nope. Alright, I'm just gonna have to toll that guy, I guess.
Alright, the devil has advantage. And it completely resists.
Ah, damn.
Meanwhile, the other spine devil in the cellar, it comfortably pokes its head out of the door, and the second that happens, Rhea shoots. She hits it. The crossbow bolt knocks into the devil and sort of shatters on impact, doing a little bit of damage. And it's going to send some spines back at her immediately. They miss her. She uses her gauntlet to block the attack. And then it's going to shoot spines at this flame corgi. It doesn't like the flame corgi.
Nobody likes flame corgi.
It misses and then it grumbles and goes back in the room. Nico.
I'm gonna take my heal baby and then I'm gonna try and hit it with the spine, with the whip. It's probably got like half cover or something like that.
Yeah, there's some crates and that in the way. Yeah, definitely half
Okay.
cover. Alright, you whip the wall.
And then puppy is gonna he'll just kind of move over here. Keep dodging.
Zyken.
Alright. 5. Heal baby.
You can roll your own. That's fine.
Yep, I did.
Solid.
5, 10, 15, 20. Right, so this was 10, 15, 20, 25. Third. Yeah. And then ready. Going to go ahead and grab a javelin and ready an attack whenever I see a spine.
Okay. The spine devil will come around the corner and try and shoot Seika down. Tail spines. They miss. A gout of fire erupts near the door frame. Second spines will be at Bargle, and they too miss. It grumbles a bit and just goes back around the corner, and then they start doing this these hit and run tactics. Spine Devil flies around the corner, flicks tail spines at Bargle, and it misses. I actually think they're actually need to move in a little bit closer so they're not at disadvantage. So I have enough movement for. And at Seika, they miss. And then it just comes around the corner. They seem to stick to the tunnels. Seika. You do notice that their tail spines are limited as well. Each one only has a few left on their tails.
I'm holding action to do a chill touch if I see a spine devil pop out over here.
Okay. Fargle.
I'm gonna switch to my glaive.
Step backwards first.
15. 20. Can I hit the one around the corner to my left, or do I can see him, but I'm not sure if I can. Would be able
You
to hit him.
can, but it's going to be cover. Half cover.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, that's a miss. And you don't get your glaive around that corner very well. Ray is going to just, step into the hill baby. She's looking pretty hurt. The hill baby, it closes up a few scratches and whatnot, and she's actually kind of a little bit humbled now. She's going to stay in the corner here and just be looking around with her crossbow drawn, just looking at both doorways, getting ready to unleash another crossbow bolt. Raven.
10, 15,
Hill baby's doing some work.
Yeah, it is.
25.
That just means we're taking too much damage.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna shoot this one with Algebra.
Alright, don't forget your hill baby. That is a hit. Alright, it just clips the spine devil.
Alright.
We still didn't roll for hill baby.
Yeah, I did. I got 5, didn't I?
That was me.
Oh,
For Rhea.
that was her. Oh, I thought Nico was rolling them, but okay.
He was.
So other people. I
There you
was.
go.
And then Rhea said that she'll roll her, and then everyone else followed Rhea.
If you
Okay.
click on the heal baby, there's a macro in the upper left hand corner if you don't want to type
Oh,
stuff.
there it is. We're up there.
Yeah.
I
I'm still
started rolling my own after you told me to roll my own.
I mean, I figured there was the button, so I will
Yeah,
push
with
the button.
Yeah, everyone will see the button if you click your token. Doesn't really matter.
Javelin. Ah.
Alright, it
Or you
appears.
can even click your own token.
Yeah, it pretty much any token that you click, as long as you have access to it, it's going to appear for you. Right, the javelin hits the devil and just knocks it against the wall. The javelin still only sort of bludgeons it. It is resistant. Yep, Seikwa and Rhea can unleash their attacks.
God.
Your chill touch goes straight past it, Seika. And Rhea's crossbow bolt does hit it. It just gets like sort of slammed with all these attacks as it comes out of the doorway. It grumbles, ah! And it's starting to look a bit injured. It's going to fling tail spines at Zygon and at Rhea. And
Ouch.
one of them just hits Rhea straight in the neck, and then poof, just like burns off half of her face, and she hits the ground hard. And yeah, she's smoldering. Ha ha ha! The spine devil just whips its fork around a couple of times, hides back around the corner. You notice it only has 2 spines left on its tail. Nico.
My action
to grab her and drag her into the.
Alright, quickly shove a berry down Rhea's throat, and her eyes open. She's coughing and spluttering. The first thing she says is, I'm bringing Mantamon.
And then I'm gonna move the corgi over to here and assist Saigan.
Okay. Gets ready to help.
Oh, you got it. Okay, cool.
Saigan.
Alright. Pick up my flail. 5, 10, 15. Whack it.
Alright, you chase it down. It's backed into this corner. You swing the flail up. It cuts a hole straight through the spine devil and hits the wall behind it. The spine devil is still there, but barely.
That's it.
Alright, this one's going to come around the corner and its final tail spines. It's going to flick some at Bargle. They hit, exploding on impact for 4 damage for you, Bargle.
4.
Yeah, so it is a weapon attack, this one. And Raven. That hits. The tail spines stick into you, and then they explode for 6 damage. And then being out of tail spines, the spine devil is going to just like hold up this pitchfork and screech in infernal, "Come and get us!" and fly around the corner again. This one does the same thing. Tail spines at Raven and Bargle. And both of them miss.
Oh.
Right, they're all out of tail spines now. Seika.
Okay. And I'm going to hold action just in case I see a spine devil.
Holding and shield touch.
Such little skeleton hand hovering over my hand.
Okay. Bargle.
Sick 'em.
Same thing.
You step back down to the tunnel. It's like a couple of inch drop into this water. You swing the glaive around. You hit. Alright, you slash the spine devil and creates a bruise across its side. Ray is gonna crawl into the hill baby. She's
Doesn't
gonna
like her much.
get to her
Insult.
feet.
One too many times.
She's gonna come over here and just lean up against this door frame and struggle to hold up a heavy crossbow, like badly injured face and whatnot.
You he'll Baby's like holding up a sign saying like overworked, underpaid.
Raven.
Alright, I'm gonna hold me again.
This guy, what's it?
Yep.
That's another hit. And it only just barely hits the spine devil.
20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Hill baby is panting. The spine devil in melee with you, Zygon. He's going to break away from that melee using flyby. He's going to fly back here, and with his last tail spine, he's going to let loose. Miss. And again at you, Zygon. They miss.
Okay, is Ray gonna shoot it? Straight to
Yeah. She'll take a
Look
shot.
over there.
She will. She'll see it. She'll turn around, and her heavy crossbow hits the Spine Devil, causing it to explode. Flash of smoke, a bit of sizzling ichor. Rhea says, she yells out to Zygon, "You're welcome!"
Okay. I know you're injured, so I'm not gonna. Just, you're welcome.
Okay. Alright, Hill Baby's definitely out of juice. He's like, gone on
Come
strike.
on, guys, give me a round
He's
of
only healing
recuperate.
everyone one.
Well, I see a nameplate, but I don't see a thing. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you have line of sight from where you are.
I don't see the. I see
Doesn't
just the
look
very
like it.
littlest of the corner.
You're blocked.
Okay, I'm going to. I'm gonna. I guess I'll hold a spike growth or not spike growth. Sorry, a thorn whip if it comes around the corner.
Alright, it will take concentration to do that, so
Oh, it does take concentration. All right, never mind.
Hill Baby
My
will
bad,
go
I
bye
forgot.
bye.
No, Hill Baby needs to stay around here. He's having too much fun. Okay, then I'll just take the dodge action. And I'll call my puppy over to help Bargle. He's got 40 movement, 5, 10, 20, 35. Oh, he can't get all the way over there.
He should be able to.
It's like tripped up on dynamic lighting. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He can get here. It's good enough. And he went through the Hill Baby too.
That's 35.
Oh, okay. He'll come over here.
Yeah. If they're dead, yeah, I should just get rid of the tokens completely because there's actually literally nothing left of them.
Okay. And that's me dodging. He's helping.
Zygon, you've been saved by Rhea Mantleborn.
10, sure. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna go ahead and take the dash action. So 5.
What's Hill Baby got?
Ooh.
Hill Baby's back in action.
Or just
That's
like
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And
Standing corgis, he's flying.
yeah. Can I stand in Corgi's slot?
The conveniently these tunnels here, they're actually only 9 feet tall, so there's not enough room for 2 medium-sized creatures.
Oh.
I didn't make that up. They're literally 9 feet tall.
Oh, fine.
Okay. Fine.
The Spine
He's
Devil
small. He is small though.
needs to be 2 sizes different
Yeah, I know.
to not. Alright, the Spine Devils are out of spines, so they got to start doing some melee attacks. This one flies in. Flame Corgi's gonna disrupt it, and the Spine Devil's not gonna like that. It's gonna try and stab the Corgi. Seika, you take a shot, you miss, and the Spine Devil misses the Corgi. It's gonna try and bite the Corgi as well. Sharp fangs. It chomps it for 4 slashing. And flyby, so it keeps on flying down to the south. No opportunity attacks. This one's going to come in, and it's going to try and bite Bargle. It misses. It's going to stab the fork at Flame Corgi. It misses. Oh no, it hits, sorry. 13 hits. Alright, Flame Corgi's hit for 5 damage. And then the Spine Devil's going to fly back. And they both head down the same tunnel to the south now. Seika.
I'm going to come to the
Hill Baby just looks at you like, what do you expect from me?
I expect more than that. And I will hold a chill touch.
Boggle.
5, 10, 15, 20. Gonna hit the one that's more damaged.
That hits it. And you hit it hard. Still, it resists your attack, and the spine devil, it's still alive.
25, 30.
Who's got that silver dagger, by the way? Did anyone
I
take
do.
that silver dagger? Raven.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay. Silver is working effectively against these things as well.
Yeah, but I can't cast if I use it.
Fair enough. Right, Ray is going to make sure no one's looking and quickly get some Hill Baby. And then
I wink at her.
she's going to dash and she's just going to run straight out into the tunnel. Bring up her heavy crossbow. Raven.
Yeah. Ding. 15, 20, 30, 35.
Looking down the tunnel, both spine devils have started making their way to the south. One of them's looking very badly hurt.
Yeah.
Nico.
Alright. My Discord just got back in perfect timing. I'm gonna use my bonus action to move the baby over to here. 25, 30. Trying to get over there. And then I'm going to whip this devil over here. Thorn whip. Miss.
It falls short and misses.
Corgi's just gonna he'll head through the healing and then head down to just be a nuisance.
Just gonna shit in their rug. Alright, Zygon.
Alright. Ooh, 5. He'll baby like me. 5, 10.
The spine devils looking at each other
20,
in frustration, and they're not speaking,
25.
but they seem to be communicating somehow, and then they're just like eyeballing Nico, starting to realize that their tactics are being a bit counterintuitive.
Alright. And then I'm going to throw a javelin at this.
I think it's only got 2 rounds left anyway.
That hits, and it's just enough to kill the spine devil. The javelin passes on through, just leaving a bit of smoke in the spine devil's wake. Just gotta quickly do something here. Fixing up a macro. Okay. Spine devil looks quite angry and is gonna just charge forward. It's gonna bite at Zygon, and it's going to try and fork Raven, and they both miss.
Fork you, Raven. Fork you.
And it doesn't try to fly back anymore. It's just charging
Exactly
forward,
what I said on me.
and trying to cut a path through everyone. Trying to fly over people's head, but damn, tunnels are only 9 feet high.
1 feet short.
Seika.
I will chill touch.
Direct hit. Skeletal hand slaps the spine devil across the face, leaving a searing hand mark. Searing hand print. Boggle.
Alright. 5, 10, take some corgi.
No, it's not the corgi. It's a heal baby.
Yeah, heal baby. Different animal.
Sorry.
Oh man,
Go,
no.
No heal
you'll get
baby
in
for
trouble
you.
for
It
that.
could be a hill corgi.
Yes,
That would be
PCA is
confusing.
coming after you,
It's a
buddy.
heal bird. It's a little baby bird.
You would have gotten 6, but you know.
You called it a dog.
Boggle looks at it and thinks it's a dog.
25.
Alright, you swing the glaive over Zygon, but you miss. Zygon sort of gets in the way a little bit there. Blame him. Alright, Ray is gonna stumble.
We promise not to look.
She stumbles into the hill baby. It's kind of good. It's not the best healing, but it's as good,
complete-
Nico.
It's an honest living.
And she misses. Raven.
Alrighty. Gonna go there. And I'm going to totally did it.
Alright, you hear a slight Dolores bell, and it works.
Ooh.
A little black veiny thingy appears up the side of the spine devil. A few bristles fall out into the water. Nico, you shoot a beam of ice, in which the spine devil just strafes to the side. Hill baby gives you a quick little hug as you run by.
There. You're there.
Healing hug. Zygon.
How convenient. Yeah. Well, 5, 10.
I like how everyone's pretty much completely healed up from this battle.
Wow.
Like the devils are trying to
Except
draw
for
you
Marvel.
guys out and like try and like slowly work you down, and you've just been healing like more than anything. Alright, you swing at the devil, you miss.
Is he going to try to go into the heal baby?
He is gonna go down to Georgia. Now he's actually gonna scream past everyone and just come in at Nico. It's Nico who he wants. He
Alright,
flies
I'm gonna
past
punch him.
everyone. Does
He
not
should heal
provoke-
for the. He passes the flame corgi, so he should probably.
He doesn't provoke any opportunity attacks with his flyby. And yeah,
Okay.
he's just angry, coming in at Nico. Tries to bite him in the face. And he tries to fork him. And Nico, you get
Successfully
forked.
forked me.
You're forked for 1 damage. The spine devil just... It does not look happy.
Man, you almost lost concentration on the heal baby.
Seika.
Here,
It
that
just...
spine devil to. I will do shocking grasp.
It just says in Infernal at this stage as well. Relieve me of my duties! And you grab the spine devil. An explosion of lightning stuns it out of its reaction. Doesn't resist the lightning at all.
Don't forget your healing. There you go.
Sparkle.
10, 15.
That is a miss. Alright, Rhea is going to draw her longsword and charge the devil. She's going to try and bring the longsword down, and she hits it, knocks it to the ground, hits it extremely hard. Blood flicks out everywhere, and still alive. Just. Raven.
Kill this thing.
Alrighty. 5, 10, 15, 20. That's it there?
That's it.
It's in the heel baby?
Hill baby's here.
Heel baby's where?
Hill baby's here. It should be here
Oh.
at least.
Okay. So now. And then I'll shoot him.
That's a miss. Kill me now! This is Spine Devil. Nico.
If it
I
stopped
can only
running.
use 3 of that 4.
No, heel baby, come back.
Luckily not.
Are you literally not hitting him?
No, I'm gonna try and ray of frosting it because I don't want to follow him.
That hits it. And an icy spike
Finally.
impales the Spine Devil. With a flash of smoke, it disappears. And now Hill Baby just looks at everyone like, oh jeez. And just brings everyone
Looks
in
at
with its
Bargle and
wings.
says, "You get over here."
Brings everyone in.
Love you.
Line
Love
up.
you, babe.
I can't actually do anyone 2 because it only lasts for 1 more round. So if we do it, everyone could get 1 more. Because I can't do 2 on 1 because that would take 2 rounds and it's only up for 1 more round.
Alright. One for each. Everyone,
I'm
everyone
at-
goes to Hill
I'm
Baby.
down 1, so that'll just get me back up to 36. I'm just going to. Anyway, well, I guess I can.
I'm full.
What if you
No,
roll
Hill Baby will take
0.5?
yours then. I mean, Corgi will take yours if you're at full.
Yep, already did it.
Rhea and Bargle need it.
Oh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get 6 if Sequo doesn't need it.
Okay. Alright, the devil is finally destroyed. And you find yourselves back out in the tunnel. 9
Be
foot high
careful.
tunnel.
That's the
by
last
way.
heal, baby.
Oh, are we out of heal babies?
Yes,
Yep.
we're out of heal
It's
babies.
done.
Okay.
Now let's
Well,
go see some.
I can't cast it again
What?
either.
Alright, I don't need it.
Alright, so we'll look through the cellar, I guess, since this just got opened.
Alright, so Nico checked it out briefly before. It's full of wine bottles. There are actually some very fine looking wine bottles just proudly displayed in this wine cabinet. And this is just like a storage area for cutlery and crockery that's obviously not in use. And then there are a number of wooden barrels in the center, wooden crates, sorry, in the center of the room, all stacked up.
Alrighty.
I still have mine.
Oh, I'll take one. I don't think I have one.
Oh, I subtracted twice.
Eat up all the hillberries before you cast it again.
I did, yeah. That was the 2
I can't remember if you gave one to Rhea or not. I feel like.
I did. I gave one to everybody.
Alright, she'll
Yeah, I
know.
mean, if you're casting it, I'm also going to give mine to Rhea so she can get another one. So she can get 1 more HP.
I will accept your help.
Okay, and then I'll give everybody back 1 to make up the one I took. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now, how much
Or
wine
5.
did you say was here? Was going in the bag of holding?
How
We
much
don't
what?
have a bag of holding.
I think I gave you guys a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, we'll get some expensive wine. How much
We'll
wine
put that
can we
under
get?
our artwork.
There are actually 17 bottles of very fine-looking wine here, and it would take a history check or an investigation check to try and discern their value. So you're a bit of a wine connoisseur. Raven's not.
Sure,
Ooh,
I'll
you
try.
drink it. It's yummy.
It's it.
Let's pop a bottle. Start drinking. Down to
All
one
right.
last.
Zagan, you take a look at it, and you're not really sure. It looks nice though. I guess it's like fancy
Sake was the
writing.
drunk.
It's like some label put on it of some sort of vineyard.
Oh, Seika.
Tastes good too. Want a sip? A swig?
Seika, you take a look at it,
Stop.
and you realize it's actually called Raging Unicorn wine, and it's worth 10 gold pieces per bottle. It's a rare vintage.
How many bottles are left?
17.
No, 6.
Yeah, she apparently
That's
Raven
16.
drank one.
Yeah, I opened one, took a big swig, and
Alright.
offered it around.
Because it's been opened, it's lost its value. I mean, if you drink the whole thing, you would probably get drunk.
It's gonna be gone by the time we leave the room if somebody wants to share.
Oh yeah, Bargle.
There you go, Bargle. Have a drink.
Spoils of war.
Okay. You guys have a few
we
swigs.
kind of got things to do.
It actually
We
does
don't
not
want-
taste that good.
Paying for the name.
Yeah, it's not really that good. But anyway, it's a rare vintage, and there are 16 bottles worth 10 GP per piece. So mark that down.
Yep.
Still haven't checked out the crates though. I will note that.
Oh.
I want to examine the crates.
Sure. Let's take a look in the crates.
You can get in there with a crowbar. They've actually been nailed shut. You can just snap the lid straight off of them, and they're actually full of wine bottles. There's like about 100 wine bottles in here.
Oh,
They all look like common vintages. Seiko can tell you.
I'll open one of those and see if it tastes the same.
It actually tastes a bit
Make it
better.
I'll say maybe it's the same maker with a different label.
They're probably worth about 1 silver each, but I mean, it's like
Yeah.
100, like a couple hundred bottles here. So
Yeah. All right, let's go.
you could put them in
Yep,
the bag of
alright.
holding if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Not the 1 silver ones. We'll just bring that along
Whoops.
to.
I did not mean to move
Go
the
for
token.
cooking.
Seiko. Alright, you guys quickly pocket the fine bottles of wine, and Rhea, she's too injured, too beaten to protest. She's,
Yeah. So we'll probably.
She wasn't there when I
Okay.
put them in anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Rhea, you're a little injured. So do you mind just supporting us with your heavy crossbow and yell out who you are from the back line?
Make a persuasion check, Zagan.
Yeah. I mean, we want you to be alive.
because she wants it.
I am Rhea Mountainmorn. I cannot guarantee that I will be able to simply and idly stand by while there are dangers. I am
Oh, it's not idle.
trained well with my sword, and if it comes to it, I will use it. That is the
Alright.
way of the Hell Rider.
Just be careful because we're companions, and we do not want you to be knocked out or killed or helm forbid killed.
I cannot die here. My loyalty to the tome of the Creed Resolute drives me. That will
No,
keep
I
me
think
alive. My faith
think we've
will keep me alive.
No, I think it's Nico's good berries will keep you alive.
Don't forget the heal babies. He did outstandings.
Yep, he did. All right. We'll wait for everybody to be in range, and then while we're waiting, I'm going to check the door for. I'm going to listen at the door, see if I can hear any.
Make a perception check. All right, there's it's an iron door, but there are some muffled voices in Infernal coming from beyond the doors. I can.
Who knows Infernal? I'm going to motion to like Seika and Nico. It's like there's infernal voices coming from the door. I don't know if you guys want to listen.
Alright, I'm gonna have everyone make a group stealth check. As well.
Woohoo! 3.
So I got trips in the water and armor splashes.
I guess Puppy has to make one too, right?
Yeah, if he's with you
He
guys,
flies.
he
He
does.
doesn't need one.
Oh, that's strength. That was
Yeah, that's
entirely the
strength.
wrong skill.
Alright.
3 is not as low as I thought it would be.
Alright, whoever's on the other side of this door, or whatever's on the other side of this door, they do not seem to have detected your presence. The noise doesn't travel very well through an iron door. Alright, Psycho, you put your ear up to the door, and you can hear some conversation going on in Infernal. And there is some sort of like noise as well, this other sort of like squelching sound, it sounds like. And the conversation sort of goes like this. Huh. How long must we keep the prisoners here? Why don't we just strangle them? Watch their bodies burn. No, you fool. We must obey our orders. Soon we will be back to Avernus. There we will be elevated. Zario will promote us for our patronage. Lady Thalamra, she will work with the Pudgy Man to ensure that our efforts here have not gone unseen. Ha ha ha. What about that shield? Oh. Gargoth. Perhaps he... Perhaps he will serve us! Ha 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 ha! As you continue to listen.
Yeah, I continue to listen.
So, kind of bored here, just standing here.
I wish somebody would come and attack us so we could have some fun.
Yeah, I know, right?
You wanna play some...
They're holding for
Tic-tac-toe.
what might be what I'm looking for, so
Alright, so I'm just gonna kick the door down and say, hey!
Alright, you kick the door down, and there are 3 bearded
I'm
devils.
going to burst out all Kool-Aid Man.
You see 3 red-skinned bearded devils. Each one looks vicious. Each one carries a glaive.
Oh, do we get a surprise round since we passed the stuff?
Yeah, if you're coming in and attacking them, they'll be surprised. So, yeah, you just see these broad-shouldered figures. Their beards writhe, with these snake-like tentacles. They're standing in the middle of this room, lined in iron doors, and all 3 of them, they're surprised. They do have in their hands, with a very tight grip, some glaives, and their backs are all facing you. Sorry. So we'll roll initiative, and they are surprised. Bearded devils, a low-ranking devil, and you guys haven't fought them before. This is like a typical example of what one looks like. These ones look a little bit different. Their beards move on their own. Alright, Nico, you're up first.
Okay, so 5, 10. They definitely look like devils, though, right?
Oh yeah, undoubtedly they're devils. They're speaking in Infernal. Their beards are moving. They've got fiendish looks, horns jutting out of their heads.
Hold on. Doggy back. Let's see what's separate. Can I, no. Actually, I'll just wait I'll step up over into here and I'll thorn whip that guy.
That is a miss. An arrow miss. She tried to whip past Seika. End up missing the devil.
And Puppy will go up here and assist our paladin friend.
Alright. Thun. He quickly whips around. What was that noise? That noise was Rhea Mountainworn, Hellrider of Elturel. Bitch. And then she comes around the corner and shoots at this one. And she crits. She hits it with the crossbow.
All that trainings you had.
She nods, of course it was. And the bolt sort of shatters on impact. Same sort of thing happens, it only bruises the devil. It does not pierce its flesh. Bargle. Bargle.
Sorry. I attack if I'm in the Corgi square. I have disadvantage on attack for squeezing. Correct?
Yeah, Corgi's got a big butt. What can you say? I cannot lie.
Alright. 5. 10. Plus 3. 10. Wow. 15.
You step into
When-
the room
Dead center left. Yeah, dead center left.
and you come in swing with that great axe. It's a direct hit. You drive it down on the devil and knocks it back. Bruise across its side. Seika.
Okay. I'm going to do a chill touch with this guy.
That is a miss. Raven. Which one are you attacking? One in the middle. That's a hit. The Eldritch Blast slams into the devil and it rips a chunk out of the side of its arm. It roars out in agony. If you're talking there, Ed, you're muted.
Crap, shit. Sorry. And throws it back 10 feet.
Alright, you knock it back and it just sort of hits it hits the wall. Slams against the wall there.
Okay. I didn't know there was a color. Oh.
The room is
So I have
actually
place to stand.
3 by 4, 20 by 15. Oh, what the f? And this devil sort of turns around. No longer surprised. Syken.
Right. Cannot get through. 10. So, if I leave the square, I don't get the help action anymore, right?
You don't get it anyway because they never stepped up into that square. There.
Yeah, I think it needs to be within
The monster has to
5
be
feet
5
of
feet
you
of course.
and 5 feet of the enemy.
Okay.
I think it only needs to be in 5 feet of the person giving the help action.
Okay.
Let me read it again. I'll do that while we're going. But in either case, it doesn't apply right now.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15. I'm going to go ahead and swing at this guy.
As you move there, Zygon, this devil's going to attack you with its glaive. You've left its reach.
Oh, they have glaives. Okay.
Yeah, it swings that glaive over Barkle's shoulder and tries to scrape you with it. And it misses.
So
Alright.
I hit this guy for 5.
Yeah, you whack him in the side with the flails, and then it yells out in infernal as it sort of kinks its neck. I'm gonna make you bleed, boy! And it spins its beard around, whipping it towards you as a weapon. Zygon. And the barbs of the beard hit you. Make a constitution save against poison. You resist the poison from the beard, and you take 3 piercing damage. And then it's going to grumble. Watch your friend bleed then instead. And it's going to try and glaive Bargle. And it misses. Stays there as well. Nico.
Okay. 10. 15. Okay. I'm gonna try and hit the hurt one nod with a ray of frost.
That hits. And he resists the cold damage. It still causes a couple of splinters of it to slow him down.
And then he's gonna help Zygon as well.
Okay. This bearded devil chuckles. Ha 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 ha! We're all getting bored in here. They're speaking in infernal as well, so if you don't understand, they're just like something like that. And he says, "Time to get some entertainment. Let's watch you bleed." And it tries to just shiv you with the glaive Bargle. It hits. Sticks it into you. And you need to make a constitution save. Alright.
Oh.
Yeah, suddenly there's this like virulent wound. It's like this dark red blood that's continuously splurting out of you. And from the actual glaive attack, you take 8 slashing damage. And you're going to be continuing to lose hit points every turn from this infernal wound. You'll take 1d10 damage at the start of your turn. Any magical healing or a DC 12 medicine check can staunch the wound. And then it's going to attack you with its beard.
Good thing you got a.
And that misses. And it's going to come around the corner here. So, jumping back against the wall. Rhea just runs in. "I'm coming, Zygon!" And she just charges straight in and attacks Nod with a melee attack. And misses horribly. Alright, Bargle, at the start of your turn, take 8 points of damage.
Ooh.
Never
The
mind, just hit him,
wound
Bargle.
is like, it's got a mind of its own. It's eating away at you and like just dispersing your blood all over the wall.
Kill him, Bargle. I'll fix you.
Alright. We're gonna glaive the guy wounded to the left. Oh.
You're just about to stab him, and then Ray like jumps out in front of you. I'm Ray Vanthampur.
Are you hurt?
Seika.
Boy, we need somebody with some like magic missiles who's not afraid to use them.
Well, I am afraid to use them.
Oh, that's right, you're a wizard. I forgot you were another warlock. I thought.
Oh wait, that is a devil.
Yep. This is the one everyone's been beaten on.
You know, I will do magic missile. Are you talking to me?
No, the rest of the party.
Oh, sorry.
When they drop a fireball on it.
Alright, you fire out 3 magic missiles, and each one just slams into the devil. Knocks him up against the wall and breaks his flesh open in multiple places. Just kinks his neck from side to side, and his beard just his beard is like sort of raising up almost horizontally and just reaching out. All these little like spikes on the end of the beard look like arrowheads, and it just writhes in midair. Raven.
Alright, I'm gonna give 2 dice healing to Bargle.
I will happily take that.
Alright, your healing hands, Raven. Not sure if that's actually magical. You'll have to show me. It may just be a thingy. Yeah, that is not
Light.
Yeah, it's
Magical. It's light.
If it was magical, light doesn't mean magical. If it was magical, it would say it in the description that it's magical. It has nothing to do with the weave, so it's just a celestial healing. So that will not actually staunch the
Alright, well then.
infernal wound.
Well, now that I've learned that. Well, watch another round. And I'm gonna shoot him now. Mental note, that doesn't work in the future.
That is a
I
ma-
need it.
Only in the past.
Yeah, if ability is magical, it will have magic in the description somewhere. If it doesn't, it means it's not magical.
Okay.
That's the basic rule. Okay, they're gonna keep on stacking on these infernal wounds, or try to. This one's gonna glaive Bargle. And it misses. Ah! It's gonna whip its beard at Rhea. And Rhea blocks the attack. And it ends its turn there. Zyken.
Alright.
If you attack this one, you have advantage. But
Okay.
You don't.
Okay, then I will hit the thing I have advantage on.
And that hits him. You just slap him with the flail.
Boom, boom, boom.
Bit of a hiss.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
What? That's the spider.
Foolish woman! Let us see you squirm like a little worm. And it's gonna cause its beard to shoot forward at Rhea, trying to stick into her. She ducks underneath it, and then it jumps here and actually provokes from Zyken. Comes in for a clean line of sight at Bargle. Alright, you whack it in the back, and it actually just turns around, swings at you instead, Zyken. Coming in with the glaive, and it misses. Rhea sort of punches its arm out of the way and looks at you, Zyken. You're welcome. Oops. Wrong reaction. Okay, Nico.
Actually, 5, 10, 15, and I'm gonna try and medicine him. Hold still for a second.
Alright. You cause this little fire to just
Cauterize him.
yeah, appear over your hands. You stick it in and then it stops spurting.
They all got glaives, so now I'm in the threat ring. I did not think that far.
Haha, you walked
Alright,
into our trap.
I've activated your trap card. Alright, well, Corgio come up forward, and I'll have him assist on this dude over here.
Which one? Or doesn't matter?
Yeah, it does. It's gotta be within 5 feet.
Okay.
So that one, and I want him in between me and the bad dude. Although they all have blades, so.
Alright.
So
The bearded devil pokes his head around the corner, looking towards Nico. Huh? What's the matter, little boy? You don't like the show? Well, let's give you some front row seats. And he's going to try and angle that glaive around the corner at you, Nico. And it'll be 3/4 cover. That looks like an awkward sort of angle. And he misses. Ah! Out of my way! And slashes his beard at Bargle. And that misses. Rhea is going to attack the injured devil. She brings a longsword down on him and hits him. He resists and is almost destroyed. Bargle.
After the damaged one.
That hits. You bring the axe down on the devil and he just sort of splatters against the wall. There's another flash of smoke and his glaive actually just clambers to the ground. It's the only thing he leaves behind. Seika.
Oh my, what's that's one of the devils, right?
Yeah.
I will do Witch Bolt.
Okay.
which bolt?
Oh.
That bolt.
Flicky.
Alright,
Good job.
you throw your hand forward, and from the tip of every one of your fingers, lightning explodes outwards and creates this thick bolt that just pierces the devil, and then you keep this.
Anger leads to hate.
You keep this lightning bolt going, just continuing to zap away at the devil.
Such a cool seeming spell.
Yeah, if you can keep the
Cool.
damage up, it's actually pretty good too. And it does overcome his resistance. Ah! So he's getting all shocked there.
Right, I'm gonna radiantize him. Oh, once it's my turn. Ooh.
Alright, Raven. Alright, you throw down a sacred flame and it just falls down from above. He doesn't get any cover or anything. And he has advantage though. They're resistant to magic and it doesn't work.
Dagnabbit.
This devil doesn't like that spell, Seika, so he's going to try and glaive you. Ah! And he misses. Get this damn half-orc out of the way! He's going to try and slap Bargle with its beard. It
Ow!
Ow!
And Constitution save for you, Bargle. The barbs seem to have some sort of poison coating them. You take 6 piercing damage, and you're poisoned. And while you're
Paladin
poisoned
takes that.
like this, you cannot regain hit points. Repeat the save at the end of your turn. And then they all look at each other and look at you, Bargle. Haha, time to bleed. Zygon.
Right.
Someone squeal like a pig.
Cough, maybe.
I'm wondering if you not being healed would be an issue. Oh well,
Yeah, we
let's
can
see.
fix it.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Swing.
Swing better.
That's a hit.
That's a crit because I was helping.
Oh,
Oh, that's
that
a
is
crit?
Remember,
Oh, hey. Again, I am contractually allowed that every time I crit, I need to smite.
Zygon gets down on one knee. I will fulfill my tenets. Alright. So you've already got the crit damage built in there.
Yep.
So that's, what, 16, 20, 33
34.
points. 33. And yeah, your flail, it just turns into a pretty much a beam of radiant energy.
Yeah. 34.
You hit.
Maybe he's weak to me.
Oh yeah, 34. Okay. You hit the bearded devil, and the flail just slaps him across the face, melts away all the flesh from his face, keeps on sort of angling down, screeching away all of his flesh on his chest, and it just burns off one of his arms. And he just looks down and looks up at you. My arm!
Okay. That was actually a low roll on the radiant
fell from
damage.
Mars.
What? How? This isn't supposed to happen! This is the prime material! What have you done to my arm? And he's like screeching at you. And it feels like you've hit him so hard it's like somehow severed his actual form like on Avernus.
He knocked
I'm
him
just
into
like,
next week so we can
get wrecked, scrub.
Alright, Nico.
You get more treasure. You knocked him into next week. He'll get his next paycheck.
Gonna the hurt one.
Scorching Ray?
Yeah.
As in the fire spell.
Yeah.
I meant to click Ray of Frost. My bad. They're literally right on top of each other.
Sure.
That hits him.
Sure.
I don't have no spell slots either. That's mean.
Yeah, those are heal baby spell slots. You leave those alone.
Didn't you use all your second level on heal babies already?
I did. Yeah. That's why it says. I forgot Scorching Ray is also a
Alright, well...
I definitely... I double couldn't cast it. There you
okay. The Ray of Frost does nothing.
One.
go. Yeah. I tried.
Run back.
Okay. And then I'll have Puppy. Who goes first? I'll have Puppy assist Rhea on the one up here.
Okay.
She's arrived.
Fun just laughs at Blast. What's the matter, Blast? Having some trouble? Need a hand? And attacks Bargle. And misses. And then he's gonna beard whip Rhea. I am Rhea Vanthampur. And she actually survives that. It just slashes her across the face, adding to a long list of injuries. It's like a whole paragraph at this stage. And she resists the poison. Blood drips down from her face as she has her head down. Her cowl sort of covers her face and she just screams. And is going to attack this one.
Okay.
She just very angrily stabs straight into the center of that devil's chest, but it doesn't do a whole lot. And she looks at Seika and then looks at that devil. Finish him, Seika! Bargle.
I'll finish him first. The upper left.
Alright, you are at disadvantage. And everything starts to go blurry, Bargle. You're swaying side to side and you just... You miss. The devils are cackling maniacally and their voices are sort of disembodied. You just see their faces taunting you. And you will get another constitution save at the end of your turn. Try and end that poison.
Right.
And you do. Vision returns. Seika,
That's crappy.
Alright, you send another charge of that witch bolt through the devil, but it doesn't quite kill it. Raven.
You're right. You shoot.
That hits. And as it sees this crackling beam coming towards it, it just yells to you all, I will find you! I will hunt you! And then no more. Its glaive falls on the ground.
I look for Sam and say another one gone.
Zygon.
Boop, doop, doop, doop. Swing, bada, bada. That's a...
You slip on some devil ichor.
Yep.
Nico.
Because we're like all in the way and stuff. 5, 10. Yeah. Well, I will. Where you're frosted. Have fun.
That's a hit.
How tall are the ceilings in here? All 9 feet
9.
still?
10 feet. Rooms are taller than tunnels.
Can can
Yeah.
him and Bargle be together?
Yeah, they can be together.
He's like he's over here. And
Aw, we
he'll help
can?
Bargle, so he's not
Yeah,
getting.
he jumps on Bargle's head. And yeah, the ray of frost sticks into the devil. It does resist it. And it is he's backed into a corner and just like sort of starts cursing you all. I'll cut you all down. In the name of Zariel! And it's gonna come in with the glaive at Rhea. And hits
Hi,
her.
Rhea.
She's
Nice knowing you.
cut to the ground. She falls on her knees. And she tries to say something, but she just falls forward. This big fountain of blood bursting out of her back. And then is gonna beard whip the corgi. And hits. Corgi's hit for 10 damage.
Yeah, it's not immune to poison either.
Not
shockingly
immune?
enough.
Okay. I need to make a con save. I guess he is a real boy. And Corgi is poisoned. Can't be healed until the poison is healed.
Okay.
Alright, Rhea is bleeding at the start of her turn. She fails a death save. And she's having a struggle on the ground there. Bargle.
Alright. I'm gonna shove a good berry in Rhea's mouth.
Can't be healed. Oh no, sorry, yeah. No, that's puppy. Okay. Fine. Alright. Good berry's magical healing. You just sort of push it into that stab, and where she got stabbed, and it sort of seals over. She opens, like she comes back on. She's I've Vanthampur!
Is that considered an action or free action?
That's an action.
Yeah, good berry's an action.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like so strong. Like they're really sour, so it takes you like a full action to eat it.
To chew
Gotcha.
Alright, Seika, moving up there, the devil is gonna beard attack you. Moved out of its reach. And like an arrow, one of these beards just stab into you. It hits you for 8 piercing damage. And you need to make a constitution save.
Not being there, considering I was around the hall.
You're still within its reach.
Did you want me?
It did have line of sight on you. When you moved out of its reach.
Can't see it, but okay.
Con save.
You become
Crit
poisoned.
attack followed by a 1 save.
And can't be healed. Can't regain hit points till the poison is finished.
Oh, so just come up here.
That was the devil up there.
Chill touch.
That is a mess.
Is there still 2 devils in that room?
Just one.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to pull you back, Rhea? Or Sakita, whatever?
Raven.
Yeah. Saquon. Hey, we'll pull you back.
Pull you back.
Yeah. This is you, right?
No.
Weren't you just
It's
complaining
up
that?
here.
What's that?
There's no one in this square.
Yeah, but who's this down here in this square?
It's Bargle
Bargle.
and
Oh,
Flame
okay.
Corgi. Combo.
Okay, there's okay.
Team
All right.
attack.
There she is. Do you want me to is there any bad guys above there?
Nope. It's just
Oh,
this
okay, so
bad
she's
guy
down
here.
there.
No,
Alright. And I'm gonna go there and I'll hit the bad guy down there. I thought she was whining and I was just gonna pull her back, so she couldn't get attacked. But
That's a
No,
mess.
okay. I'm gonna do that and bonus action spend my last one and make
Alright, you give a little bit of healing light to Rhea.
but you know, this little light, I'm gonna let it shine.
Psychic.
So if I'm dragging someone, can I like move them around and it won't trigger an attack on them?
Right, just you.
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm actually going to use my action to drag Rhea.
She will contest that.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to save your life.
Just mash him, kill him. That'll save her life.
Alright.
She yeah, she's gonna get in there in the front line. She's not going to let someone drag her away.
Kill him and
Alright.
smite him.
It's against her very nature as a Hell Rider.
Smite him harder.
Oh, so you're still going for it? Okay.
Yeah.
And the corgi?
Don't touch me! She pushes you back. I've got this. And then,
God damn it.
as she
Damn it.
speaks, like blood just like spurts out of her ear.
I.
Ignore that. That always happens.
Alright.
I've got an ear infection. The doctors in El Terrell told me. They're very good doctors in El Terrell. It's normal. Alright, Nico.
Why do you keep bringing her back?
Because it's a meat shield. It's one less attack I take.
Alright, I will hit them with the ray of frost.
Crit. Alright, you just shove an icicle straight into the devil's face, and it just knocks his head against the wall and sort of sticks his head to the wall temporarily. He has to rip it back off to break shards of ice.
Okay, I'm gonna just back up a little bit over here since he looks like he's been distracted and all already. And then I'm gonna I'll have a puppy help Bargle again.
Okay. Alright, the devil cracks his neck. Oh, now I'm getting warmed up. You wanna bleed, little dog? And he's gonna glaive attack the corgi. And that's a hit. Corgi's hit for 4 slashing damage and has to make a constitution save for an infernal injury.
Yep.
Alright, he resists. And he's gonna beard slap Zygon. And
Ow.
That's
he
not a
hits.
beard slap.
Oh, whoops. Oh, well, same attack roll. Let me just roll the other one for damage. I make a constitution save, Zygon.
Aw.
I hit you with the poisonous beard. You take 4 piercing damage. And you get the poison. Rhea is going to get to her feet. And she's just going to grab the devil, scream, and just like try and tackle him. try and shove him prone. He just knocks her back with great force. Bargle, you have advantage.
I'm gonna roll the corgis at into the con save at the end of his room for the poison.
Okay. That is a narrow. Oh no, that's a hit. You have advantage.
Yeah,
Bargle.
14 is
14 hits. Alright, you hit the devil hard and he still resists, but I mean he's getting hurt. Starting to look injured. Seika.
I will chill touch. Yeah. You still have a lot.
You didn't roll your con save at the end of the last turn, I don't think. So you may want to roll that now, because otherwise you're going to be at disadvantage. You only made it from when you actually got hit by the beard initially. Alright, yeah, you're starting to see blurry vision, and a 10 is a miss. And then you get another con save at the end of your turn. Try and get this poison away.
Have a good constitution, so I don't.
You're starting to feel a bit sick. Raven.
Alright, I'm gonna blast him. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Sparkle duck.
It just your hands just don't work. They just sort of splurt out nothing.
All right. Swing. Bada.
And that is a miss. Everything's all blurry
16?
for you too. You're
Oh,
poisoned.
that's right. I'm poisoned. All right. And then con save. Whack.
And that's enough. At the end of your turn, you're not poisoned anymore. Nico.
Alright. Thorn Whip has to pull, right? If it hits.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh no, it doesn't have to. I think you get to choose.
Says it. It says it does.
Yeah, I think it does.
Okay, well, alright. You hit with the Ray of Frost, and you just stick another ice shard into it.
Alright, Corgi will keep helping our orc friend, and let me roll its con save.
Not doing too well on the con save. Alright, yeah, this devil doesn't like the corgi, and it's gonna try and glaive it.
That hits.
Alright, he's hit for
That'll be
12
funny.
damage.
When the corgi disappears, just make another one right in front of him before we finish him off.
Alright, he does. The corgi gets exploded into nothingness. And then Thun is
Everybody.
gonna be at attack Bargle. And that hits. Bargle, you feel the sting of the poison. You take 4 piercing damage, and you need to make a constitution save. Ray is just, she tries to tackle it to the ground again. Right, you resist the poison, Bargle, and this time the devil just grabs her by the face and pushes her back. Get off me! Bargle.
Do you know who I am?
Roar!
That's a hit. Alright, you bring down the axe. I'll give you the crit, even though Lane Corgi is dead. You, he was still, his soul, his essence still distracts the devil enough. And you slam the axe down on the devil, hitting it so hard. He starts to stumble side to side. Seika.
My goodness.
God, he said the name right.
You fire off into a random direction as you're
Firing.
you almost fall to your knees from the poison. It's just making you very sick, and you're still poisoned. Raven.
So,
That's a miss.
I'm feeling we'll be a whole minute.
okay, everybody hold their action until Nick go bring.
Finish him, Zygon. You are Zygon. What's your surname? You are Zygon Arenscape.
Arkanscape. Alright, whack.
Yes, that one. And that hits. You just... You whack the devil over the face. And... The flash of smoke, he disappears. And a third glaive hits the ground.
Wow. Are those glaives magical or just for the devils? That extra damage.
The glaive, it's not magic.
Oh. Maybe it's poison glaive.
Doesn't appear poison.
No? But it'll only give that poison bonus with the devils?
The glaive isn't poison, it's an infernal wound. But yeah, they're just a regular glaive when you look at it.
Okay, but if I already... Alright, I'm going to take one, I'm going to hit Zygon as hard as I can with it.
Yeah, if you use it, it's just a regular glaive. It's like if Zygon smites something.
Only devils can use it. Okay.
But yeah, it's the devil's ability that makes the
go.
glaive have the infernal wound.
Alright. Alright, I got a bug out there.
Yeah. That'll be end of tonight's session. So there seem to be some cells here and some prisoners. And you're actually going to find...
That we made to level 5.
No.
Oh.
Another player in one of these cells. So we got a new player join next week. Alright guys, good night everyone. Sweet dreams. Don't forget one last thing, that this is Ray Mantelmorn. I'll see you guys next week. Good night.